should stop the clipping. If it hasn't stopped the clipping, well, we're all a little bit screwed because I spent a long time researching things, and that's about the limit of my technical know-hows. Basically, it's really easy to do when you're on a Windows machine, but Apple are just flat-out bastards, and they won't let you isolate sound in any way, shape, or form without installing all kinds of third-party add-ons that they won't let you install anyway. So it's a whole lot of laughs and fun when you're trying to do stuff. Welcome to tournament, professional tournament. Today we have a lovely bit of jiggle and wiggle for you as we see the boys from Premo cry about it go red hot and heavy up against the boys from Premo. You can see the boys on the right, Raikkonen's team. We've got Even Stevens, Fishy. We've got KS, the E100 monster. We've got Samuel. We've got the Gista. And on the left, we have Chicks, his Royal Fatness, lovely Premo Spammer, Amos, otherwise known as Moslife, Bro Dude Leg, B Walker, and JJ Raids, the young former college NCAA All-Star with the Iowa Horn Doggies, or whatever they're called. Gave up a life as a pro basketball player to follow his dreams of esports glory. On your JJ, you fat mouse driving machine of justice and innuendo. I hope you guys are having a good time out there in the real world. I certainly am. I'm heading off to New York City on Friday, which should be a big barrel of laughs. Going to be a great gig there. Can't wait to get it on. Going to be fantastic. The love and understanding of New York is going to be coming my way. And I did it my way. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Actually, hang on. No, this. We've got 30 minutes. That's cool. No stress. What's it doing? Oh, it's early. What's it doing here?
I thought you were.
What's it doing? Doing all kinds of weird stuff.
Doing like a
okay. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
I'm going to start the stream any second now. Okay. So just so you understand, there's a delay. So what you're seeing now happened a few minutes ago, and that's an interesting thing. But we do that in the essence of fair play. So we don't want these guys having to deal with things that are untoward in terms of the other team having an unfair advantage. That being said, we are kicking off the stream in just a second, 45 seconds before we begin our first professional series today. We're going to have the upper bracket here, which is a semi-final of the upper bracket. It's best of 7. So we're moving into the big boy stakes, 7 big battles, and the winner goes home a much closer to the eventual winning. What's the tournament prize for this thing? They get free library card for a week. I don't know. They get a lot of money, fame, fortune, glory. I don't know what they get. They get stuff. I digress. So I'm going to start the stream off here. We're kicking off now. Oh, yeah, 3 seconds left to go. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited. Everybody's excited. Everyone that is, apart from a missus who's just had to go to Tokyo, which is lovely. You'd rather be home. So, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. We are on. Oh, we're on the ruins. Mayan ruins. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Chicks is rolling up his Royal Fatness. Let's have a look at these teams. What have we got here? We have IS4s galore on both sides. 5 IS4s in this matchup and 3 IS7s. Big Mouse and JJ Raids for the boys from Cry About It, but no Mouse from the Premo. Now this is an interesting one because both sides are actually pumping down, but his Royal Fatness has jumped in the cap there. Chicks has taken an early knock. His Royal Fatness is in the cap. They've reset him, so he's not been able to grab B, and the boys from Premo have actually managed to steal the C cap, so they have an early cap advantage and are really well ahead on hit points at the moment. Love these IS4s, very low slug. Now Maverick and the Gister are looking to push up there. The Gister not in an ideal position, but Mav's in a much better position, and they're stealing a little B Walker's hit points. Raikkonen coming around the corner in a big push here. Where's the right? There he is. They've isolated B Walker. They're going to get another one in. He's gone to the APCR. Hard nut to pen that, though. Look at those angles. And he just goes into Chicks. Chicks, severe hit point distress. Chicks is gone. Maverick clears the Chicks monster. B Walker, he can be next on the path here. He's in between a rock and a hard place. The rock is Maverick and the Gister, and the hard place is Fishy and the Reich. Fishy screaming up the middle here, the Fish Monster General. There he is. He's got another one in the clip. Another one in the clip to clear. Oh, he's been clipped out pretty hard there, bro. Dude, leg. Fishy could pay for his sins here. The cap points, don't worry too much about the cap points. This one's not going to go on cap. JJ Raids and Raikkonen have a little chat about it. Raikkonen side hugging. He's side hugging for all he's worth here because he doesn't have a whole lot of hit points left. But there's no way JJ can get that gun down on him. And Raikkonen finishes him off with a nice tap in the side. So it is a big tank off here. It's been pretty hard, hot and heavy. Only one loss from the boys from Premo and a big early lead for them in guns. Fairly even lead in hit points. Looks like it's going to go the way of the boys from Premo fairly confidently here. As long as they share that hit point pull out. KS is moving in. He's got plenty left in the tank. You can see there he's just soaking up some damage, making big hit point trades. They're going to clear his Royal Fatness next. KS can take a big hit. They're going to go through, just clear guns. Nice, easy win for the boys from Premo. Interesting. They're really taking the lead now. And just a poor, lovely Premo spammer here left. He's got ammo rake damage. I don't believe
The enthusiasm, Malone. Lol.
Thanks for the enthusiasm, Wedge AC. Thank you very much, Robert Montez, too, for the donation. Here we go. That was a defeat. Let's have a look at the numbers. Anything special there? Look at Maverick. Oh, look at him. 4,500 damage. He probably carried that entire team. Raikkonen's going to give him extra chocolate rations there for sure. So big win there for the boys from the Premo team on the Cry About It Tilt. Bushka! There'll be a giveaway, but the giveaway won't be going on till much later in the piece, amigos. I'm going to have a bit of a drink from the tournament sponsors, Santa Vittoria Water. There you can see the Santa Vittoria boys. They give me free water for every tournament. Honest to God, that's not true. Welcome aboard, Johnny Soul Slayer. How you going, mate?
Good, mate. You?
I'm just great.
Sound like you're in better form?
Yeah, I'm getting back towards it, mate. I had a rough week last week. Had to take a few days off. Geez, it was a rotten old tide in the state of Denmark. I lost about 15 pounds making long-distance calls on the big white telephone, if you know what I mean. It wasn't fun.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Not the best way to lose weight.
No. No. It's the crash diet. For those people who really want to have a crash diet, just get yourself some kids. They'll bring home all kinds of diseases, and you'll be able to lose weight regularly. There you go, JC. Good?
Good. Not bad.
Excellent. Not a bad first game, that. Let's see how Cry About It come back. They got pretty much pushed under there strat-wise. They tried to take that B cap and got rolled hard on the flank by Raikkonen and the Fish Monster General. Lots of Ruskies again. Let's see how this goes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Gomez. Game sound is too loud. Ooh, I'll turn that down. No worries.
I must say, it is hard to keep track of who's who when they're both Premo.
That's right. It is actually a little bit tough, too. Lovely Premo spammer forgot his camo. Let's have a look. Oh, he's an individual. Everyone else has got their perfect camo on. Everyone on both sides is running the right camo, but lovely Premo spammer has decided to become... He's changing teams. He's going to play for Premo. He's got the wrong camo on. Anyway, he's in the E4, so he's doing the right thing there. You can see, again, a whole lot of Russian love machines. IS-4s abounding, and Chicks just loves getting those early hits in. Wants to make sure that the other team has actually loaded up and has the gear and ready to go. Mate, there's a big push coming on through that A side from the Raikkonen tilt. Look at him. He's now, Raikkonen's going to get low. He's going to try and steal B. He'd want to be very careful. If B Walker and JJ Raids and the boys move around, oh, he's got Even Steven. Look at Even Steven back there. He is covering Raikkonen pretty hard. I'm going to show you what I mean. He's overlooking in the object 268, and I bet you he's waiting for JJ Ray's to pop. Now, I wonder if JJ Ray's has seen Stephen. No, not yet. Raik's going to get that. It's all going to happen in the middle. Stephen's wondering where the hell that bat chat is. Where's the bat chat? Now, you might not know this, but even Stephen has an AM radio voice or FM rock classic voice. He's one of those JC Ware love song denomication kind of kids. There he is, JJ Raids, he's spotted. This is going to be where the battle is really, if they can push that back. Now, Raikkonen doesn't have any cover now. Raikkonen's got no cover down there. JJ Raids is able to put some shots into him. They're pushing around. Now, they've got 2 caps, though, the Premo team. That's really, really important because that means they can actually hold serve here. They don't have to do anything silly. What the guys from Cry About It would like to do is get a little bit of action on this bloke here, Raikkonen. He is the most isolated of the Premo boys. But there's even Steven, and there's my man Fishy, my dude Fishy. He's pushing around. He's going to try and save his team captain. Raikkonen to be in there now and go, God damn it, Fishy. Sir, excuse me, sir. In joke, never mind. The Gister holding a reverse side scraping. Look at him putting that bum into the wall here. He's got that reverse IS7 side scrape going like a boss. JJ Raids, he's run all around looking for action. Oh, no SIM card installed. Thanks very much. I know I don't have a SIM card installed. That's brilliant. JJ Raids is looking for a little bit of action here. They're going to have to do something soon because Raikkonen and the boys from Premo are absolutely leading the tilt here on 8-4. Oh, Raikkonen wants to be careful. He's on fire too. JJ's going to clear him. Go to JJ. Absolutely love it. Well done, Mr. JJ Raids. They had to clear that one, but it is looking a little bit tough. Oh, 2 tanks down on the Premo tilt. 1 tank down for the Cry About It boys. Look at Premo Spammer coming through. He's got the red camo on, but he certainly knows how to put the angry pants on. He put a big one there into Samuel. Doesn't matter if they don't kill one now. They've cleared Fishy. They've cleared Fishy. They need another clear, or they're going to win it on cap. 985, 995. Are they going to get it cleared? No, they don't. Oh, they were up on hit points, but just couldn't get that next kill, and they go 2-0 down. Lovely work there. If I could go, I'd go effective player.
Everyone else has got their first.
Johnny, a bit of a...
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, jeez, Johnny sounding a bit full bore there. So, 0-2. 2-0. Love 30, as they say in tennis. Because this is what it's all about, sporting euphemisms. Just going to use sporting euphemisms and analogy. I'd love to get him in here there and get the on-the-fly thing like they do with Greg Popovich in the NBA. Get him at halftime and say, what do you think about that one, Pop?
Your voice control off now.
What's that, mate?
Screen recorder's still on.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it off. You got to remember, you guys are on a
3 minute
delay.
3-minute delay, so that's going to suck. I hope that doesn't stay. All right, there we go, though. We'll just have to see how it goes. Why are they going against each other? They are going against each other because a long time ago, Raikkonen insulted Chicks at the Christmas barbecue, and Chicks just was like not having any of it, and they haven't talked for years. And they decided to finally settle the matter by going mano-a-mano, Cry About It against Premo in the professional tournament series. I know my controls are showing. I like showing a bit of leg. I'm sorry about that, guys. There's nothing I can do. It's on a 3-minute delay. So, I
actually got to watch the European one today too, and then
did you? Yeah, I heard Skate Extreme did very, very well. Called a Legion romp. They went a tiptoe through the tulips all over the poor boys. I think it was R1K or something.
Or yeah, Ready to Kill.
Yeah.
RK2.
RK2.
Yeah, we had Amametta with him, so she helped immensely.
Was it Aminette?
Mm-hmm.
My little camo net. Great player, Aminette. One of the most interesting YouTube styles as well with her. mate, massive amount of time spent in zoomed mode, which just freaks me out. JJ Raids and the mouse. 2,650 hit points. He's running the hit point buff. Oh, and we've got our first look at our mate RH. RH, the mouse master. Let's see. He's going to go up against JJ Raids. Let's turn this into a little mini tournament. RH calls himself the mouse master. Likes to get punched in the face as often as possible and try and win the game by breaking the other guy's fist. That's basically RH's playstyle. Drives Raikkonen mad because he constantly bleeds. By that I mean he like just goes out and says, I'm just going to get you some targets, I'm just going to spot stuff, and then loses like 400 hit points because he just can't get enough. JJ Raids down there on the right. Is RH going to see him? There's the bat chat. Premos, Mo's life. There he is. Oh, they're pushing down to B. Samuel's trying to grab C. Cry About It have got 2-cap ascendancy here. They're running a 2-cap strat. Premos have finally capped C. Fishy's had to bleed a little bit for that one. RH, where are you, mate? We need you up the front here. Holding the line. Oh, someone just got flogged. Mo's life just KS in the E4 just took a big chunk. Premo's like, come on, do you want a piece of me? And KS is like, I want the whole thing. And just bit him off hard. He's lost, what, 1,200 hit points? He's taken a big HE knock and he's back here having to think about life, love, and everything. He's not going near it. Raikkonen's in the bat chat. Look at Raikkonen screaming across here. Thinking about going and having a little look for Mouse. I'm very interested to see. JJ is just overlooking this B cap. He's going to reset that. I like this style. They've got A cap, they've got B cap. They've withdrawn Premos. This is the Mo's life. They've withdrawn him right to the back of the map. He's going high. He's looking for spots. They've got the ascendancy on cap points here. They are up by 2.6k on the hit point pool. Raikkonen and the boys, are they going to... Raikkonen's going to do it. So he's fallen right into this. Oh, hello. That was not what you wanted to see if you're Raikkonen. Oh, and he cops one. And then there's Premos. Oh, Raikkonen. No, mate. This was not the droids you were looking for. Oh, he's absolutely in trouble and strife, Raikkonen. Bad luck, mate. Great play there. Well set trap by Mose and JJ Raids. Let's go and check in on our mate RH, see how he's going. Yet to be hit. JJ Raids. RH, though, he's copped an absolute flogging right between the eyeballs, and it's gone hammer and tong down here. We're into the serious stuff now. RH is just driving forward. Nah, too late. Great cap win there by the boys from Cry About It. Really love the way they baited the hook. Raikkonen said, oh, is that a worm or is it a lure? I don't know. I've got to go down and have a bite anyway. We're about to lose on cap points, and as soon as he drove into that circle, bang, there's the big pie-eating German with JJ Raids behind the wheel saying, thanks very much for the rabbits. No, I can't turn off the dancing guy when there is a new sub, amigo, because that, unfortunately, is how I make a living. Thank you very much, Roberto Montez and Where JC. Just so you know, Wargaming doesn't pay me to do this. So until they do, the dancing guy and all the other friendly amigos stays.
Hey, Bushka.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
What would you say is a good tier 8 tourney tank?
Mate, listen, I love tournaments, but tier 8 tournaments are just awash with IS-5s and IS-3 defenders, and they're not exactly as much fun as I'd like them to be. Basically, if you're driving a heavy and you don't want to drive an IS series tank, then maybe a Lerva, a gun depression T-34 sometimes. But if you can drive a Mod 1 as a medium or a T-54 lightweight, you'll be all right as your light tank spotter. Mate, just drive an IS-5. You'll be fine. Everyone else does. There's a reason for it. They're boring as bat poo, but they get the job done.
Yep.
Yeah, gun depression T-34 is your gun depression heavy. Your Lerva or your Tiger, probably your Tiger 2 would be your side scraper. Your IS-3 or IS-3 defender would be your main squeeze for you. Just break through, storm the front. Heavy. Here we go. 7 seconds to go. Welcome, Kaiser Emil. You are welcome, amigo. So it's 2-1. The boys from the wrong side of the tracks are trying to make it through.
Hello. This is my first time watching your stream, but your vids are very helpful and have inspired me to keep playing and get better. You deserve this.
Thank you very much, Kaiser. You are a champion. So here we go. Bro Dude Leg is in the grill. Interesting. JJ Raids and Mose played a lovely role in the last game, taking Raikkonen out behind the woodshed and giving him a whack around the back of the head with a bit of 4x2. Let's see if they can repeat the dose again here and give Raik a good old uppercut second time out. Now, if the boys from Premo/Premo can win this one, they'll absolutely be in the driver's seat. They'll be one win away, and the guys from Cry About It will have to win out to take the title. We're getting a bit of a clock-based game going on here. Mavericks capped the A cap, and we have... Oh, Raikkonen's just copped 1,000. That is not fun for anyone. Good God. Get out of town. He's cap B, though. He's cap B, and that was where the love was. He gave up 1,000 hit points, and they got the B cap. Now let's see if Mose is going to attempt to push in there. The guys from Premo just have to hold now. They have to hold. They've got even Steven in the IS. RH is in the mouse. Let's see where RH is. He's not sucking up any damage just yet. He can see that Chicks is up there with, I think it could be B Walker at the top. He's knocked down a bit of foliage there, so he can hide his massive German self in it. We're looking for an RH magic run here. He's got a bit of side angling going on. Look at Premos. Moses over there. Don't bleed, RH. Don't bleed. They want to make you bleed, mate. JJ Raid. Big shots in the mouse. He's definitely done a bit of bleeding. Oh, Raikkonen would be yelling at him if he was on Raikkonen's team, but Raikkonen just dancing around at the back. Dancing. Mose in a tough spot. I think RH might have tapped him. RH getting those... blind spots. Bro Dude Leg in the grill. He's also copped a flogging. This is looking like a very strong tactical position for the boys from Premo, but they are absolutely crumbling in terms of hit points. RH isn't in a position to actually use the bulk. They're just ignoring the mouse. And Steven's in a terrible spot. He's pushed up behind. His Royal Fatness coming around. They've isolated him. Steven, oh, he's 4-on-1. Steven's down. So, although they do hold 2 caps, there is a massive hit point deficiency here, and a gun deficiency. It is 5-on-7. And now KS have just left RH till the end. Yeah, they're getting ground under here. Big comeback. They took a flogging on the ruins. The boys from Premo cry about it. And now they are turning the tide and absolutely dishing out a little bit of what was served up to them earlier. And don't they love it? So in the end, a fairly pedestrian effort for the boys from Premo/Premo on the Port Bay map. Not Port Bay. Yeah, absolutely. Well done. We are on Port Bay, Bushka. Don't try and psych yourself out. Samuel is trying to escape, but no, there will be justice for all, especially STBs. There we go. None of these are Bushka's team, right? They're both people that I have spent an awful lot of time with, like, because I've been to offline tournaments with the guys from Void, Premo, Purple, all that, and they've now all kind of conglomerated, a lot of them. So 2 Twister Cups and an American offline tournament, I've actually met a lot of these people in real life and spent time with them. So when I'm making fun of them, it's because, you know, I know. So 2-all. Victory conditions, best of 7 are 4 wins. So neither team here is in the ascendancy. We are back to 0-on-0. Ahoy, Jake Matthews from the United States. Thank you very much for my donation, for your donation, amigo. $15. That's nearly enough to play the Stormtroopers, mate. Very, very close. Anything over 20, I'll play the Stormtroopers. For those of you who don't know what the Stormtroopers are, that's the big donation I bring out, the Stormtrooper GIF. You'll know what I mean if we ever get there. 40 seconds.
Ahoy Bushka, Jake from the United States.
Jake from the US. Yeah, baby. So I'm going to New York on Friday. Going to try and catch a ball game. Never been to baseball, but I love live sporting events, so I'm really keen to get there. I went and saw a Knicks game last time I was in town in New York for the Twister, which was brilliant. Absolutely enjoyed it. My son's over there. He's living in New York now, so I'm really looking forward to catching up with him. I've missed him a lot. The very tall grub. Like me, he is good at blocking doorways, but I don't see enough of him because he's on the other side of the world. So very, very keen to get over there and hang out with him. Here we go. Where are we off to now? Dead Rail. We're going to see a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Well done, JC. After this game, I will play the Stormtrooper GIF. Okay, so after this one, I will play the Stormtroopers. Well done, JC. Well done,
Stormtroopers and Tog.
No, we are not playing the Tog. Let's have a look here. Let's find out the mouses. We want to have a look at RH. There's RH. He has no mouses on the other side. He is the one and only, the most dominant, the mouse magician. Here we go. He's rolling forward, looking for a little bit of A-cap mouse on mouse action. Unfortunately, there is no mouse to oppose him on the other side, so he's going to have to settle for one of those inferior American heavies. Now, unfortunately, there are a couple of clippers over there.
Bro Dude Leg is making plays with that grill.
He is making plays. Bro Dude Leg is a monster. Interestingly enough, we've seen our first 183. Our first 183 for the game. Now, the thing that you love about the 183 in competitive is the intimidation factor. Once they know where it is, they're not going to do a whole lot anywhere within range of that 183. But until then, it absolutely is going to stop a lot of people from pushing forward. On the other side, we have Even Steven, who is playing the spoilers
Extra
role as
because
well.
you pronounced my username correctly.
Thank you very much, Eric and Kaiser, for the kind donations. They keep the lights on. They'll probably buy me an extra packet of bubblegum when I get to New York. Can't wait to get to New York. Lovely Promo Spammer had a peak earlier. Cost him about 400 hit points. Price probably not well spent, but you know he's going to have a peak again in a second. He's looking at Even Steven. Where is that 183? If they spot that 183, you better believe they will go hog wild at him. They are keen to clear the 183. It creates such a miasma of fear and disconcertion. Is that even a word? Disconcertion? I don't think so. Consternation, maybe, is the word I was looking for. Disconcerted, disconcertion. Yes, it works. Maverick in the IS-4 is spotted, just pushing up there, trying to get a look at the opposition's 183 down there at the bottom of the map. Now, interesting that Even Steven is running the hit point buff, and Bro Dude Leg is running the armor buff on their 183. I wonder if it will make a difference come the end of the game. We're going to have to wait and see if they get any bounces. It just stalls things out. Who the hell wants to push when they know that they're going to get focus fired by a team, and one of them is actually going to hit them for 1,000 minimum? Now, so you know, if the game becomes a draw with no one capping a base in the Supremacy, it will go to the team that did the most damage, and at the moment that is Premo/Premo. We still have 4 minutes to go though, so I would absolutely expect things to roll forward and progress here a little bit more effectively. Oh, someone's spotted. Someone's been spotted. I heard a beep. They've popped on the map. Now they're capping up top. Let's have a look. Raikkonen, you dirty dog, you. Ahoy, Bushka, says lovely Premo Spammer. I love it. Ahoy, Bushka. Ahoy, lovely Promo Spammer. You're the next contestant on Can You Win the Twister Cup? Let's call it that. It's not. His Royal Fatness, they've got the cap, so basically they have to do something here. His Royal Fatness is like, where the hell's that Raikkonen kid? Uh-oh, Raikkonen's been spotted. He's pretty safe here, but he doesn't know where Bro Dude Leg is. If Bro Dude Leg is all the way over on the other side of the map in a 183, he could hit Raikkonen from there. Now, does he's... Oh, look at this. Premos. They're pushing round. Not a hit point lost yet from the Premo/Premo team. RH is here in the mouse, and he's just like, come on, bro, have a crack. Anytime you want me, bro, I'm right here. Up the top of the mountain, we have Raikkonen and Samuel. His Royal Fatness in the STB is looking to push forward and do something. They still don't know where the 183 is, Bro Dude Leg. And the reason they're not pushing into his Royal Fatness there is they think Bro Dude Leg could be up in that corner of the map that you can see me kind of alluding to with a visual cue there, right in the middle of your screen. And that would mean he had shots across into his Royal Fatness, who is currently capping up the top here in the circle. And that's why Samuel is being so canny and careful with taking on his Royal Fatness. They don't know where that 183 is. And his Royal Fatness, though, Raikkonen, oh, really tough. Yeah, he's got to cap it. They didn't have a choice there. This has just been a very, very back and forth slugfest. Very tactical, very cerebral game. The guys from Premo have taken a little bit of the board and made it a winning strat. And the guys from Cry About It have not been able to just grab it back. It only took a little edge, and that was all they needed. And that was that Batchat move by Raikkonen up top, supported by Samuel. The 183s just make this map sit down. Honest to God. In all the tournament games we've had with this map, there's been a 183 parked either here, in that corner over there, or that corner up there. And it's caused an absolute slow down, grinded out game until you get to the last minute, and then they all go hog wild. There's no chance now. These guys have to push. They've clapped out. They've tried to push into RH, the mouse, and RH has just gone, yep, I'll have ya. Boris, you're clipping. See how you go. They've cleared him. They've clipped him out. It's cost them a tank, though. This is going to get very interesting now, because this is a great move low. Cheeks has got a full clip. If they can clear Mav... Oh, lovely Premo spammer is low. Is Mav able to get around? No, they've got him anyway. They've got him anyway. There's one tank loss versus two. Cheeks is on a full reload by the looks of it. It says he's got 3 in the clip, but I don't believe him for a second. Maverick, he's got good angles going on there. JJ Rage has had to push up. He's got great angles on, in fact.
Greater than PRAMO.
Tog is not greater than Premo. The IS4, so he's taken all that they could hand out. Even Steven has finally fired off that monster gun, and hasn't it hurt him? The Gist is coming down now. That's one bounce. One bounce from Av. He's on 851. He's at least a 2-shot for Chicks. Oh, Chicks, nah, they've cleared it. They've cleared it. They've cleared it. They didn't give up that advantage. Nice push there in the end by the guys from Premo, but the boys from Premo held them off pretty well. And because we had a $20 donation, we are going to do the Stormtroopers gift.
Here comes the money.
Enjoy.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, cheating, bling, bling. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no math.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that one. Well, here we go. Thank you everyone today for those donations. Really, really appreciate it. This is a must-win now. This is an elimination game. Cry About It versus Premo. Semi-finals of the upper bracket. Now, what we're going to have now is a semi-final, and then we will have a losers bracket semi-final. There's going to be a bit of a break between the two. I don't know what we're going to do during that break. We might have a sing-song. Maybe, you know, I'll go take a TAFE course. We'll do something. Tastes like victory. Ugh. I love Maverick in the RH. Sup, brah? Take a swing, brah. Come on, brah. Show some respect, brah. Everyone loves a good old game of getting one shot by a Death Star. Absolutely. So true. Anyone in Sydney? Me. I'm in Sydney, Kai. Hope you're enjoying Sydney. Chronic Gamer, these guys are playing on their own tanks, right? They're not getting tanks. These are their tanks. They ground these tanks out, all on their lonesome, like big boys. And I just want you to know, too, that I didn't get given all my tanks. I ground out 16 tier 10s on my own. I've got over 30,000 games on my normal account. I think it's 30,000. I think it's, yeah, just about 30,000. Here we go. Cry About It versus Premo. Now, the loser of this game will get a chance. I think we've got the repechage, the losers bracket after this, where we'll take the loser from this game and the loser from the other semi-final, and they'll have a run against each other. I believe that's how it's going to go. If it's not, it's because I'm ill-informed and quite possibly just carry on a lot. Here we go. Now, the 183s have assumed the position. Even Steven in the grill. Love me a bit of Even Steven in the grill. Very, very fine tank it is indeed. Oh, his Royal Fatness just got a big chunk out of him. He went swimming in some very nasty waters, and a shark. Oh, KS just misses him with a cross shot from the IS-4 in town. Very, very nice. Well done, his Royal Fatness, just dodging that one, using his Jedi skills. Just pulling that one back. Raikkonen also took a little bit of a nibble from the white pointer in the water. KS still spotted down there in town. I think he's the only one spotted at the moment. No. Samuel, Chicks, B. Walker, Premos, they're all spotted. Rodude Leg is the only one in the 183 in this game. Little bit of bleeding there from Chicks. Took a HE shot, or was it a... do we have any 310 Alpha shots out there that had visuals on Chicks? Maybe the bat chat from Raikkonen. I'm pretty sure it wasn't him. I think there was a bit of HE spam from the back. Gister, maybe, or... Rodude Leg looking right down the gun barrel here. Have a look. No pun intended. Oh, Rodude Leg spotted. Oh, no, it's not. It's all right. It was KS's... KS was spotted. It was the light bulb from KS. I thought it was above Rodude Leg's head. It was pretty cool. I reckon in the bat chat up top. Does he know what's coming? There is a big E5 lovely promo spammer over there, and his Royal Fatness in the STB1. And right at the back in the Object 268, we have JJ, Mr. JJ Raids. Loved by women everywhere. This kid puts bums on seats at clubs and venues around the country. Oh, Raikkonen, you cheeky dog. He's gone high, poked over, spotted Fatness, JJ, and lovely promo spammer and said, you know what? I'm out of there. That doesn't look like a lot of fun. Even Steven in the grill at the back. Oh, and gets a big pump on through. Did he get spotted? Unspotted. Unspotted. Very, very cheeky. Very cheeky. So he gets another free one. Oh, no, they've got him there. They've spotted him that time. Even Steven making that grill talk, but he's really pigeonholed up in this corner now. Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening this map. They know it's an elimination game. Mo's life was pushed on down. He's got even Steven up there on the left, isolated. Steven's about to get a visit from the doctor. The doctor's JJ Raids, and he's going to say, hey, Steve, I've missed you. I've missed you both. Oh, and that HE shell hit the end of the gun. Steven's not taken damage yet. That's all, but he took a monster hit there. That is hilarious. Oh, they'll be talking about that one in the pub afterwards. Steven, goodbye. Alas, we knew you too shortly. Well done, though, mate. You held out there heroically. His Royal Fatness has finally capped back that C cap, but it's one cap each. Promo still holds the ascendancy in cap points and slightly ahead on hit points, although that is changing now. Raikkonen down there. Raikkonen's gone, so we've lost the Raik. We're about to lose KS. B. Walker, though, is on a B's genitalia worth of health. He's on the B's wedding tackle worth of health, and he's out. So they are one gun down, the boys from Premo, but they are 1,500 points up on hit points. Samuel's low. Oh, he's taking the aggressive approach there. I don't know if that was a good idea. Rodude Leg certainly enjoyed it, though. Rodude Leg is on under 200 HP. They are up now on points. They are up on guns. They are up everywhere but on the hit point pool. And all they have to do is really work some hit point sharing here with the rest of their team, and they'll get the win. Big shot from Maverick. Oh, massive, massive shot from Maverick there. RH in the mouse has to play a sensational knock here. If they can pull this back, Premo/Premo, they will clear and win. But I can't see them doing it, really. I mean, they are 2 guns down, but they are still up by 1,500 hit points. What can they do? Bro Dude Leg is there. RH is starting to bleed. Can't be helped. He knows Bro Dude Leg is here somewhere. He is hiding at the back of that house there. RH has spotted him. He'd really like to clear a bit of Bro Dude Leg. Can he do it? Oh, Bro Dude, he gets the bounce from the IS-7. Bro Dude, look at the angle. He just wants some of that angle. He doesn't have it. There he is. Oh, RH. That was not the droids you were looking for. Unlucky. This is where the hit point pool just doesn't help him. He's going to get... Oh, Maverick clears Bro Dude Leg. RH has got 400 health left. He has to absolutely play a superb knock here. Otherwise, he's going to get cleared by Mose, and Mose has that high pen APCR. Look at RH angling. Oh, he gets another bounce. Oh, that was unlucky, unfortunate. Mav's nearly out. He's got to roll out. This is great stuff. They've got it back to 1 tank. Let's go back to RH. Oh, RH just goes down. 2 on 4. I can't see them pulling this off. The Gister would have to somehow clear a tank heroically right now, and his royal fatness isn't going to give him that, because everyone else apart from lovely Premo Spammer is a one-shot. They're just holding on by their fingernails. This is a great game. Great game. Best game we've seen all day. Easily. There's the Gister. He's spotted. His royal fatness can see him, and he puts one in. The Gister doesn't have a choice. He's the only one here with any hit points. He has to push up into his royal fatness. His royal fatness burns him again. JJ Raids has got the last one. Come on, the Gister. He's trying to get that shot. He does. Oh, so close, so close. Excellent, excellent game. Excellent game. Let's have a look at the post-match scoreboard. IS-7 Mose with 3.4k. JJ Raids, the young boy band member, 2,666. This is the Devil's number. The Gister farmed it up at the back, but RH and the boys really did nearly hold that one together. That was amazing. RH was so close. Now we go down to a decider. We've got an elimination game, Game 7. Absolutely brilliant. This brother-on-brother stuff. The Confederacy versus the North. Let's go. Civil War in the Premo clan. Someone's going through. Someone's going to the losers bracket. No worries, Chronic Gamer. Whatever. I'm happy with that. Doesn't worry me too much. Oh, dear. That poor E5. Who hasn't fired HE at a grill and hit the end of the gun? I mean, it's absolutely uncanny how often you hit the end of the gun on that thing. I just want to pull my hair out. Thank you very much, Nurzan Kurbasov. You're my man, Nurzan. You're my boy, Blue. Love you. There's a giveaway, says Fukusha Khan. That's right, Fukusha Kun. The reward for the tournaments, they get a pat in the head and a letter of congratulations from the Pope, I believe. There might also be some financial remuneration, as they say in the classics. A t-shirt, maybe a bit of camo, a free tank. Fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars. Ba-bow. Oh, here we go. Castilla, the tiebreaker. Oh, the Kid Vov. He has an unbreakable strat on this map. I wonder if he's revealed it to either of these teams. His South Spawn's Castilla strat is 100% unbeatable, he tells me. Well, I wonder if Cry About It have Vov's South Spawn Castilla strat. in the kit bag. If they do, it's going to be tough to beat. RH has swapped it up to the IS-4 now. The Mouse Magician has been forced to play the low-slung Russian Heavy, the IS-4. The Gister in the 268. So we have two 268s here, two bat chats, a double bat chat strat. Stevens spotted up his Royal Fatness and Mose in the Leopard 1. Raikkonen trying to get an early cap on A, but Mose is having none of it. So that was actually Raikkonen spotting Mose up. They went for the A cap, but they were absolutely having none of it. So now we've got Samuel in the gun depression M48 over here looking down at JJ Raids, the former boy band member and NFL linebacker. He's had done a lot in his life, JJ Raids. Raikkonen now. He's moving right around. Oh, look at that in the Bushka spot down the bottom there. Is that RH at the back looking across towards Bro Dude Leg and B Walker? Filthy big 183 in the Bushka spot. Love it. Oh, you do not want to be tempting that, do you? I mean, really, where's RH now? RH, don't do it, mate. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, RH. You're going to bleed. Oh, he gets one into the back, but doesn't pen. Interesting. JJ Raids, repositioning. Now, if I'm looking at this from a top-down view in the mini-map at the bottom of the screen, you can see that there is a very wide spread from the Premo team. Cry About It has centered more around the western side of the map. They've got 3 tanks there in a very, very close proximity, and then 2 very closely situated nearby. Under the B cap, only the 1 tank behind C cap, the Batchat of his Royal Fatness. Just basically keeping tabs over here on Even Steven. He's not poking, so they've got 2 tanks isolated over here. I'm really interested to see what the call is here for Mav at the back, what they're going to be doing here with Mav. Because that IS-4 doesn't really feel to me that it's being utilised. But they know a lot more about this than I do. Premos gets a shot into the side of Raikkonen and takes one back. Just a bit of a trade there. Raikkonen on 1250, Premos on 1250. Not really much difference there. If we look down at Even Steven, overlooking still at the top, he's going to get proximity spotted if he goes too close. He wants to be very, very careful there. Chicks is reloading over here, holding that flank in the IS-4. No one wanting to make a mistake here. This is 3 games apiece. This is elimination 20 play. In the event of a draw, it will go to the team that has done the most damage.
Wow.
Raikkonen trying to make things happen here. Mose and Raikkonen in direct opposition here at the top of the Castilla Hill in the center of the map. An absolutely must-own piece of real estate. Neither side willing to give that one up without a bit of contestation. You can see there are now, Raikkonen has himself, Samuel in the M48, which is a great gun depression tank. Oh, Raikkonen just misses with that second and gets another hit in. Who was that? I'm not sure if that was Mose. I don't think it was. That might have actually been his Royal Fatness. Really? From all the way over there, he might have had a shot at Raik. I think he did. Raik is now in big trouble. They've got to pull that Batchat back. If they don't, they are going to get rushed and isolated, and he will be cleared very, very easily. And that has now left Samuel alone up the top. They've put a return shot into his Royal Fatness, but even Steven's taken one back as well. They're starting to bleed out a little bit here. That's going to be very telling. Raikkonen going to a very, very cool position this. This is a place you can basically fire unseen back here. It's a great spot on the map, especially in a very well camo tank like the Batchat. So he's able to put a little bit of support in here, like his. Mose in the Leopard 1 has been really hard hit as well. So he's pulled off the hill too. No one has really been able to hold anything here. At the moment, I think that we have a lead A slight lead for the guys from Cry About It in terms of damage done. We're down to the last minute 40. Someone needs to do something here if they want to assure victory. If they clear a tank, they'll win. If they can clear a tank, they will absolutely win. At the top of the map, at the top of the map. Maverick's thinking about pushing here. He really is. Maverick's unspotted, getting shots across. There's a minute 10 left. I do not know. I absolutely do not know who is ahead here on hit points. How many's Raikkonen got? 1910 on a bat chat running the hit point boost, so that's about 1700 damage. Oh, big hit into Bro Dude leg. I'd say Premo are ahead now. I'd say Premo are ahead. Oh, another hit back. RH is pushing forward. He's bleeding. Big bleed, big bleed, big bleed. Here's trouble. They're starting their move. Maverick's gone into the... while that's happening, Maverick has jumped into C cap, and even Steven as well. Can they cap C? Can they cap C? They've done it. Massive, massive, massive. Now they just have to not die. If they don't die, if they do not lose a tank here, they will win the match. That is unbelievable. Bro Dude leg can't come out. Bro Dude leg is nearly dead. 10 seconds left. If they... This is tactical genius. And that bounce, oh my God, that bounce could be everything. Oh my goodness, massive, big win for Raikkonen and the boys. Incredible stuff. That is like, you know what? I did not know why Mav was really there. I wasn't sure why. Absolutely did not know why. And that's why Mav was there. Because an IS-4 can drive into that cap at the end of a game, soak up some shots, maybe bounce one, then get the bat shot in as well to clear off that last bit of cap and get a win. That is a huge game. Absolutely massive. Wow. Well done for the boys from Premo/Premo. Absolutely massive effort. Really enjoyed that one. Let's see if I can get up and have a chat to one of the boys, Reich or one of the boys, and see if we can actually have a chat here. Here we go. Where are they? Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's not Raikkonen's team. That's not Raikkonen's team. Here we go. Hello, before you swear or say anything untoward
Bushka.
on my stream, would anyone like to...
Oh, 10:07. Bushka, not a good time. Can we catch up with you afterwards?
Yep. Okay. So, sounds like not the go at the moment. I'll wait until I get a message from the boys and we can have a chat. We're going to go now to a little bit of a commercial break. I'm going to do the giveaway in about 5 minutes. No. Well, that'll be 5 minutes from now. So I may as well do the giveaway right now. I'm going to do the giveaway in the stream. You'll be...
Yes.
This is going to get confusing, JC.
Yes, it is.
Definitely will be.
I'm just here for the chaos.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks
let's...
for catching some of those.
JC Ware, Johnny Soulslayer tandem is just a fantastic tandem of moderation. I'm loving it. Thanks, boys. Thanks very much. So let's do the giveaway. What tank should we give away? Actually, I'm going to have a little check here and see if we are able yet to give away a tier 7 tank.
No, because you did one just this month, didn't you?
I get one every 2 weeks, every 14 days.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, no, I won't do that today. I'll do that in a midweek Tech Tree stream, so I can actually let the world know. All right, let's type this in. Now, JC, give me a number between 20 and 25.
Go 9.
Oh, righto. We're not doing 9, okay? I want to give them at least a chance. Between 20 and 30.
All right, 23. And gentlemen, please remember it says Bushka sees the number, not what appears
Yeah,
on your screen.
Exactly.
Yep.
A Panzer 5/4. Okay, we're going to give away
Yeah.
Panzer 5/4. Great tank. Great tank. I've got to do a review on this thing because it is absolutely brilliant.
Technical note. Every few seconds we've had a flash in the center left that other people have seen on the screen.
What the hell is that?
I've never seen it. Jeez.
Yeah, there's been a lot of us seeing it.
Top
Yeah.
left.
Oh yeah, I just saw it. Above battle results.
It flashes.
About center left. Yep, just a,
What's it flashing?
It's just going
like
like
a-
a. There's actually.
it's your background, it looks like, from your green screen.
Yeah. Little sections of it are appearing on the main screen.
Okay, I'm just going to restart OBS. While I've got to check.
It wasn't worth commenting on during the tournament. There's too much. The action was lower than that.
Okay.
Those were some good fights, though, for the boys.
Yeah, they
Really
were.
was.
They were pretty good. Okay, so let's do this. All right, there's your question, boys and girls. So what is it that's actually flashing up?
It's like a little brown brick.
Trying to see. Okay, what in the hell is that?
I think it's a piece of your green screen from what you got up on the green screen.
But it's not. That's only confined to a very small area in the corner. I don't know what that
Could
is.
be. Could be
Yeah,
your
I'm gonna do
iPad.
it.
You know.
I'm going to. Yeah. It's not my iPad. I just checked it because it's not happening on the screen of my iPad. It's happening
Okay.
just on the screen there. Wow, that is weird.
Why didn't you just call for, what's your favorite Tier 6 tank that rhymes with Tog?
Okay. That is not going to happen. All right, let's read it out.
Tier 6 Dracula. Fat chance, Chronic Gamer.
Checking to see if it's one of these things that I... That is so freaking weird. I can't turn the stream off because... Okay, this is pretty weird.
Oh well, we'll live with it. Got no choice. It's a
This
little
is
late
so
black
weird.
magic.
This is very, very weird. What the hell is that? Okay, here we go. Carl Butcher is number 1. Jason Boyler number 2. WT Reaper is number 3. Sadiro Lycos is number 4. Chronic Gamer is number 5. Shite Shoveler is number 6. Red Sniper is number 7. Natalie Moore is number 8. Cal Geddon is number 9. Super Hot is number 10. Rover is number 11. Tanky McTankerson is number 12. The Midget is number 13. Rad Killer is number 14. Teddy Elijah is number 15. Texas Viking is number 16. Shubanshu Vats is number 17. Baronik is number 18. Wolf 89 is number 19. Stanny Williams is number 20. Firebolt, former winner Firebolt from DDR, is number 21. And then we have Daniel Foxman is number 22. Oh, and number 23. Long-time friend of the channel and always competing is Rogue Jen. Congratulations, Rogue Jen, for your win. Couldn't happen to a nicer human. Okay.
Now just remember the tank's in the mail and Bushka does not control delivery.
I don't, but they've been really, really good with that.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what that thing is. My issue with restarting is that... Okay. Oh, God. I can't... Oh, this is torture. Because I'm on a 5-minute delay, right? And... What the hell is that visual artifact in the middle of my window? Like a... I know what it is. I think it's this. No, it's not that.
Here comes the
Not that. If I restart the game, this is torture.
Oh, we can live with it. Yeah.
Let's see if this fixes it.
Okay, got it.
What kind of tank is that on your background?
That is, I think it's a VK 45. Oh, it looks, yeah, with the Tiger Porsche turret. The Porsche turret, the rounded chickie. Okay, we're going to have a losers bracket coming up in just a second.
Oh no, they were talking about your iPad screen.
Ah, that's the STG-1. It's a Water Tanks PC tank that I bought on Water Tanks PC. Don't give me anything over there. So in another 2 minutes, I should get a tournament invite. I think. Have a look.
Okay, and got Rogue Gen's info.
Excellent.
Soul, do you see Teddy Elijah's comment there aimed at me?
Just 1 second, I was out of that.
Okay.
If I...
What?
I grabbed a screenshot.
Mate, all the other people have got their tanks. I'm pretty sure. Teddy, I'm not certain. It's
No,
me.
what?
Me hacking your
Didn't
desktop.
he talk about that?
Oh no, I'll tell you what. I've added him in, but he won't get it
Yeah.
till the next. He won't get it till the next.
That's right.
Next invoice.
Next iteration.
Yeah, exactly. So Teddy Elijah, if you're watching this, I've added you, but it was my fault that you didn't get the original one. So I've added you. I've got you in here. What was his name again?
Teddy Elijah. I grabbed it.
Yeah,
Screenshot it.
but what was his name in game?
Oh, his in-game name was... we go back here to
Was it
Teddy
RAU
Elijah.
3406 or Mr. Majestic?
Yes.
Or...
It's M4 Victor 1
Yeah,
Charlie.
M4 V1C from FPV Clan. Yeah, mate, you're in.
Yeah.
You're in, mate. As soon as you get the next invoice, you'll get your tank. That was my fault, not Wargaming, that you didn't get your tank originally. It was my bad. My pleasure, Rogen. I'm glad you dug it. Now, I should be getting an invite right now for the next tournament.
Bink.
Oh, you'll love this, guys. You'll love this. I got to show you this. This is amazing. So remember the other day when I was online and Wargaming didn't invite me? Well, the day before when they decided that I was going to be doing it for no reason, I didn't turn up to the tournament. So a complaint was made against you. A verified complaint has been received about a missed tournament battle. Frequent complaints can lead to a penalty. I got 3 verified complaints against me. That schmozzle. Oh my god. The things we do for love. Close you porn.
That's a classic right there.
Yes, Daniel Foxman, you should change it to Sangari Dan.
We want them stormtroopers. Just playing guitar now, because basically I don't know what's meant. Oh, hang on, what's that? No, it's a platoon invite. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, talk to me, Johnny.
you got the link for that Stormtrooper video?
No, I made it. Like, it's just on my desktop.
Okay, gotcha.
I made it by stealing stuff that other people had already made. That's kind of how I did it.
Okay. No, it's good.
Come on, guys. Like, I'm meant to be in a tournament now. Where the hell is the tournament?
Now, I was tuning with Serb earlier this evening, Bushka.
Yes.
And we ran into 0707 and Fuego, and he killed them both.
Woo! Fuego!
I think he was trash talking Graham and that other little clan. I said, "Out. Go ahead, Serb. They won't bother you."
Professional tournament. So, here we go. We're in. Oh, I knew they wouldn't let me down. I never doubted it for a second. Okay, here we go. I think there was actually an artifact, the glitch with my QuickTime screen, so I've changed it up. So we have Premo versus Malice. Now this is actually the upper bracket, so I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I was told I was going to be versus Pincer. So yeah, I was told I was going to be doing the anyway, doesn't matter. This is the tournament we got, baby. This is the tournament we're going to be talking about. Yeah, baby. It's a man. Just going to do Austin Powers theme until the tournament starts. Oh, dear God. So, what's coming up soon? I'll tell you. We have an E100 video that I'm doing today that's not a review. It's like a Dirty Secrets E100 thing, which I'll talk about. That's going to be a chat through about some of the things that I learned from KS, from Premo, who did a massive sit down with all the guys from Premo and went through the E100 inside and out. And he's a monster, but I've not been able to get any footage off him. I want to do a masterclass with him, but the grub's just not recording the footage. He's a monster in the E100. And I'm doing a T34 and 2 video as well. A little bit of a look at the T34 and 2. I went back and gave it another shot at the title. Unfortunately, it was still pretty rubbish, but, you know, I digress. There's a bunch of stuff coming up this week. Now, Friday I fly out to New York. I'm going to try and endeavor to do as many videos as possible so that there'll be stuff dropping while I'm away. But while I'm away as well, I will still be doing the occasional stream on the MacBook live from New York City. It's the Bushka Show. What else? That's about it. What's your favorite tank? I honest to God couldn't tell you. Honest to God, I couldn't tell you what my favorite tank is. So ridiculously hard to figure out.
Well, here's the question. Are you taking the direct flight that's open now from
I don't know. I can't remember. I honest to God can't remember. I know there is a flight to LA that's direct, but the direct flight to New York would be bloody
brutal.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
I've done it before, and I think it was about 16 hours, maybe. Let's see, we've got our first game coming up on Canal. First time we've seen this map today. Now, this is the upper bracket. So this is going to be interesting. Got the Gister here. He's in the middle with RH. Lots of silly buggers going on. Haven't seen Pincer so far this tourney. It's great to be able to call a little bit of Pincer love. Welcome aboard. Lots of action over there on the right from the boys from Pincer. Oh, swallowed a bug. Oh, yeah, love it. Go. Okay, have to have a drink of water. As always, we're sponsored by Santa Vittoria. Hi, Henry. I do remember you. Nate, these get invoiced every 2 weeks, okay? So you could be 2 to 3 weeks, depending on when you come in. 50 seconds to go. Now, the boys from Promo have just had a 7-game series against Cry About It, so they should be pretty red hot and raring to go. And I don't know if Pincer have just played, but I can tell you right now that the guys from Premo are 100% keyed up and ready for this. Because I tried to interview them and they were very, very serious having a team-only players meeting. So hopefully they pull it out here and we get some of their best action. Pincer 1 versus Void. So this is the upper bracket. Excellent. It's the final stage of Group 1. Wow. So this is big. Big, big, big. This is go hard or go home. Clutch or kick, baby. It's the eye of the tiger. Oh, Concept's in here. Who is the cock who stole my name?
The fake Concept above.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, that made my day.
Time to roll out.
Canal, we've got 2 clippers on this flank and 3 Russian monsters going mid. Do we have an 8? A mouse. We've got a hit point buff mouse running Nike SB. And they are going towards CD cap. Now, they've already got someone in that D cap, which is the benefit of running mediums on this map. You get an easy push into D, mediums and lights. But they haven't been able to stop the B cap, and now Fishy and Co are double capping at B. Now, that is a massive, massive amount of firepower. Cobalt and KS, big TDs out here with 2 clippers. They can deliver 2,400 to your doorstep in under 6 seconds, which is a scary, scary thing to be dealing with. Oh, massive bounce from right there in the clipper. Nike in the mouse. He's running the table here just outside of spawn on the western edge of town. Blind shotting through. No one's spotted on the entire map at the moment, so they are absolutely blind shots. I'm off to New York to see my son, dude. He lives in New York. He's 28. He's allowed to live where he wants, so Lara, you live closer to home. TJF Blue took a big hit there from a 150mm gun. Doggo Geddon is pushing up into that C cap area here. Just trying to hold, making sure no one gets a good look at it. Still no one spotted. The guys from Malice are ahead by about 9 points on the tick. Now, Promo's going to have to do something here because, unfortunately for them, Malice is right up the top. Now, what you can do in this situation, which is something I've seen Promo do a lot at tournaments in the past. They did it in the offline in Vegas, and I think they may have done it at the original Twister Cup, is they isolate a tank right with about 40, 50 seconds to go and do a massive Iron Fist push on it. They kill that tank, and even then they just hit point pull, share, and as long as they don't lose a tank back in return, they win the game because they leapfrog on the board. And there's no need to do anything about that until you're at the very, very end of the game. And that would be the smart play here from either team. Promo have the right tanks for it too, because what they've got is a double clipper setup here. You can see, if we go back and have a look at Raikkonen and Fishy, they have that double clipper setup. That means they can roll forward, dump an awful lot of damage very, very quickly, and then just live with it. But not sure if they're going to do that. They're isolating over here with the 2 IS-7s. Even Steven and Samuel are either side of this map. Samuel's got to be careful here. He doesn't know the mouse is there, or if he does, he's not ready for it. He's got to angle up to that mouse. This is what they're going to do. I think this is what they're going to do. They've got to get something on here. No, I'm not. This is bad space. Those clippers are still at the back. Okay, I see what they're doing. They're just trying to interrupt. They're just trying to interrupt the cap points long enough to actually get a lead on the board, but it's not going to work. They've drawn it dead even, but they've lost a tank doing it. They've got to do something here. They absolutely have to clear a tank. They absolutely have to clear a tank. Where are those cappers? They might not have time. Raikkonen and Fishy are pushing in those caps, but they're not going to clear the mouse. Oh, this is not the way forward, boys. This is not the way forward. This looks like Pince's game to me. Yep, that is. That's absolutely it. So I'll run you through what they tried to do there instead of actually trying to do what I was talking about earlier, which was run forward, clear a tank, and win it. Once you get into a cap circle, while you're in there, the enemy team doesn't get points from that cap circle, right? So that allows you to get points while they're not getting those points, and you then can leap ahead on a very, very close cap game. Unfortunately, when they tried to do that, they isolated one of their tanks. They were able to pincer clear that tank, and they actually just went further up on the board. So not the start the guys from Premo were looking for. Really well played game there from Pincer. They absolutely did the right thing. Let's see how Premo feel about that one, if they change up anything in their tactics for the next game. 1-0 down, Premo versus Pincer here on Canal. The problem of AFK with GP, mate, I don't know what the problem is there. You'll have to enlighten me on that one.
Bushka, the prize question was answered on the main screen, by the way. It's 8,000 gold max, 55,000 spare parts.
Excellent stuff. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So Promo at the moment are set up with a bunch of IS-7s, an IS-4. A very interesting, our first look here, we've got a Leopard 1 and an STB. Our first look at those two tanks on this map today. On the Pincer side, they've still got the 268, but it was driven by TJF Blue last game. They've changed that up to Nate Dagron now. And Nike still in the mouse. No mouse from Promo. But no clippers either. Absolutely no clippers. RH sitting out in the IS-7. Gister in the middle as well. Just going to text my girl back. She's in Japan. Let's have a look. How are they going? This is interesting. So they are actually not going to contest that corner with their clippers in their IS-7. Looks like they're going to try and take advantage of Premo's Leopard and STB1 push. Now they've put the STB1 out here to cap, but he's completely alone, and he's got a Pincer Batchat and 268 coming. Oh, this looks rough for Samuel, hey. Real rough, because Nate the Great is rolling. They capped it, but Samuel is going to cop an absolute flogging here. And when he backs out, have they positioned anyone? There are 4 tanks in front of him. Samuel needs to vacate that. He's going to get flogged. We're about to lose Samuel. Even Steven and Maverick are coming around. Are they going to clear the AMX 50B that just cleared Samuel? I think they are. This is and fishy. So they've read that punch counter punch exceptionally well, and they're going to clear the Batchat now as well. Is Mav going to get that shot in? No. The Batchat is, oh, he's cleared, he's cleared, he's cleared, he's cleared. Now the IS-7, this is an absolute punch counter punch situation. KS has 2 ISs on him, IS-4s over here. If he gets out of this, I will be stunned. He just has to stay alive for as long as he can. They need to clear Doggo over here without losing too much more hit points. Fishy's pushing down there for shots on the IS-4. If they can clear Doggo, I would say Premo is in the absolute box seat for this one. There is not a lot of DPM over there, guys. That said, though, there's not a lot of DPM over here either. Cobalt is about to go hog wild here in the 268, though. He's at the top of the tree. He is the only Premo member that these guys could possibly isolate, though. Jalari and AJ Gamer in the IS-4s. They didn't muck around this one. That was a big counter. I reckon these guys have looked at each other playing this map before and tried to counter each other's strat. Cobalt just moving back, doesn't want to blow this. Raikkonen is exceptionally low in the IS-7. So it's really 4-on-3 over here. Cobalt is alone. They don't want to leave him isolated against AJ Gamer and Jalari. So what Raikkonen is going to do is move all the way around the map. I'm suggesting he is going to cap B back. He will probably cap B back. I wonder if Nike in the mouse is going to reverse course and push back into Raikkonen. So Raikkonen's going to cap B. Nike spotted, so Raikkonen knows where he is. Jalari is the only one unspotted. AJ Gamer, they've isolated him. They know he's pretty much alone. They're not that afraid of the DPM that the mouse is going to bring in along with the IS4, and they're just going to 4-tank AJ Gamer. Yeah, good move. Very, very solid move. Raikkonen's recapped over here. He's not going to give his tank away. Nice. Very solid. Cobalt's going to bring down here and bring the love. Yeah, all over now. They're completely ignoring the mouse there. He doesn't have the DPM for them to worry about. They're just going to clear Jalari and then push through on Nike. The last thing Cobalt wants to do is get rammed by this mouse. That would be a disaster. And he's a very, very good player in the 268, so he's not going to muck around too much. They're just going to clear this and do it by the numbers. Well done there. That was touch and go. Absolutely touch and go. Samuel held for a reason, and they got through on the push and absolutely smashed it. Big game there from Mav, big game from Fishy, big game from Colbot. Absolutely important game from Samuel. Nike got 2,700 damage, but that was really damage that Premo allowed them to get farm damage from the mouse. They were okay with that as long as they didn't lose any tanks in the process. Mr. Majestic, I don't know, man, but I think it's fair if we give some other people a turn at the giveaway beforehand.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Don't forget to feed Junior and the dog per Mrs. B. I've been feeding him just fine. Gave him cottage pie last night. Night before it was pulled pork rolls with a bit of slaw. And I'm feeding this boy good. He's loving it. Cooked him bacon and egg rolls for breakfast this morning. Kid's never had it so good. Yeah, that was the best game I've seen from Raikkonen's team today. Absolutely the best. Pincer absolutely outplayed them.
Do not forget to feed Junior and the dog for Mrs. B.
Yep. Pincer absolutely outplayed them in the first game. Big answer from Premo there. Absolutely better. Let's see which of those two extremes is the real deal here. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle. I'd suspect it's a little bit more in the middle. Onwards and upwards, boys and girls. Here we go. The third battle, 1-1. It's been a ding-dong series of fights today. Not all the games have been electric, but they have all been cat and dog, tooth and nail, close as they come. So, we have one big mouse, Nike SB again, driving the mouse. And surprisingly, no Premo mouse going. Now, we saw the Premo team do this in the last round that I streamed. You can see they're putting TJF Blur up there in the Object 268. A couple of long wheelbase tanks. They get him up there at the beginning. Now, are Premo expecting this? Because they are pushing very, very hard low. They have to know that there's an opportunity for that 268 to be up there because they put the grill. This team put the grill up there in the first game of 2 weeks ago. I think it was even Steven they had up there, or Brodude, or someone like that. And he just caned in the grill up there. TJF Blur is all the way up high in the mountain point. Raikkonen is going to know exactly where this has come from in a sec. They are not pushing high, which is where they would be able to farm a lot of this damage. Clin Sights took a big hit there. Jalari in the IS4. At the moment, let's go back to TJ, who is high on the mountaintop He is going to get his absolute carte blanche of that Premo team there. They cannot hold that position. Not with that 268 there. He is able to fire unspotted into Raikkonen and the boys. Raikkonen knows exactly where he is. He's blind shotting up behind there, but he has to move. Look at this. Unspotted. So they're basically just holding now. They're up. The Pincer boys are up on cap. They got to that C cap. They contested B. They couldn't hold it. They put a back chat in there. Clint Sights, but he couldn't get there. Couldn't get the job done. Premo know where that 268 is. They engineered that tactic on NA. They absolutely gave it to everyone. This is going to be interesting. They know it's there. How do they respond to it? Are they able to counter that tactic effectively? Maverick, that's an over angle. If anyone gets a look at you down there. And they do! TJF Blur got that over angle. Poor old Mav. He just ate a big hit point ticket there trying to get to the middle. He's under the gun now, but wow, I wonder if that'll count against him. Big bleed there for Mav. Pincer, they've got a 5-point advantage, Pincer. 5 points. Just 5 points. And they are making it look like an ocean at the moment. Premo really behind here. They're 1,500 down on hit points, but that 268, that is dominating the board. Everyone knows he's there. No one can see him. Premo don't have any tanks right now apart from Samuel that are quick enough or have the camo to get there and spot it up. But the boys from Pincer are not about to let anyone get through there and actually spot their ace in the hole. Nike SB is down here on this flank. He has hard cover, he has soft cover. Cobalt wants to advance. Cobalt knows that Blue's up there. As soon as he gets spotted, there's the mouse. I mean, this is not going to get it done though. Fishy, rough gig here. I mean, when your best option is pushing on a mouse where you get shot from both sides, you know things are really grim. Maverick trying to push into B, creating a bit of diversion. Jalari is on his right. Dragon Geddon's there. Not Dragon Geddon, sorry. Doggo Geddon. Pushing back Nike. Promo have got that B cap there. I didn't notice that happening. So now they actually have the cap advantage, and if they can clear Nike, and it looks like they're a good chance of clearing him, Raikkonen just needs a HE shot. Yeah, and he does. Raikkonen takes him. So they've lost a gun, but they're now at nearly 900 hit points. Cobalt is low. He can't expose himself again. Fish is pushing up into Nate the Great. Cobalt's on 52 hit points with a dead driver. TJ may need to get down off his perch, because if he doesn't, they're going to lose this one. They've taken the cap back. This is, wow, what a game. What a massive game. You know, Premo had no choice there. That was brilliantly played by Pincer. That was just a spawn issue. Pincer knew they had that spot. You don't get that spawn spot from the other side. There is no symmetry on that map. It is completely asymmetrical. That area above the spawn. I wonder if Wargaming are going to patch that, because that was a massive advantage. TJ Blur, you can see there in the Object 268, he got up there and he used it to his, you know, that was absolutely mad. Absolutely mad.
Jesus, this guy here.
Just ignore him.
Poor gate. Yeah.
A minute to go now. Wow. Just, Promo had to do what they did, and it's a testament to how good they were, that they were able to actually turn that around and put it in their favor for a wee while. But Pincer did not let go of that, and they did the smart thing, cleared down on Mav, took that B cap back, and held on. Excellent game. Excellent game. These guys are showing us two of the like coolest games in a row we've had all day. Absolutely brilliant. Here we go then. We're on to Naval Frontier. Are Premo going to do the same thing again? Yes, Jakob Mason, I have done the giveaway, amigo. Premo are 2-1 down. Now, are they running a mouse? They are. RH is in the mouse. Why is that important? Because if you're in the mouse, you can push up this hill. Are they going to put a TD on this top? They are. They're going to whack Steven up there. KS and RH are going to push. They put the IS-7 in there behind even Steven. And then RH is going to push up in with the mouse. They've been a little bit slow with this. They've got it gun now, though. Going now. 2 hit point buff IS-4s. That is a massive hit point pull for not having a mouse in the game. Premo grabbing A. Are they going to try and grab B and C as well? Now, Pincer know that they have a 268 to contend with up there. Even Steven, he was here in the grill previously. He's now up here in the 268. Pincer know this. Premo knew this last map as well. They were both absolutely dead certain that there was going to be somewhere up there. Okay, someone up there. There's no way around it, right? How do they respond? Premo are also up on cap points because they got to that cap earlier this time. Jolari, TJF Blur. Now, RH is here in the mouse, right? Are they going to make this a top-end push? Samuel in the bat chat, side on, dangerous, Cobalt in the 268, double 268. Steven is sitting here, just waiting for it. They are up by 10 points on the cap. TJF Blur took an absolute flogging. Samuel's low in the bat chat. RH has bled a little bit in the mouse, but he's doing his job. He just has to keep these guys stationary in front. This very much feels like the team that is getting ascendancy at the top of the map and able to shove a TD all the way up on... Oh, big take from Raikkonen. Hit point trade that he probably came off second best with. He'd like to get Clint sights in the bat chat, but you can see here, he's waiting on that reload. Is he going to sneak one in? Clint sights pulls back. Raikkonen pulls back. They're up on hit point pool. They're up on the cap by 10 points. They just need to stay cool and actually get this done. Now, Pincer know this. TJF Blur cannot afford to take another hit. There's no way around it. RH is pushing high. He's looking for this shot into TJF. Oh, that was absolutely glorious. No one expected that. The mobile mouse magician. Unbelievable. Everyone was expecting this fixed position stuff, and RH has driven the mouse up the hill and around and cleared a tank. So Pincer absolutely up against it now. Jolari knows this. He's pushing around. Even Steven hits a big one and then drops back. Cobalt can see Jolari as well. They're double teaming. Big bounce by Jolari. Big bounce. Massive bounce. He gets another hit into the side of Raikkonen. They'd love to clear Raikkonen, but there's a lot of guns there. They've got to clear Jolari. Cobalt, key shot. Doesn't miss it. Massive shot. No miss. Kleinsides has to push down now. And this is the catastrophic slow burn that is the high object 268 of even Steven and an early cap by Premo. Kleinsides and Nate the Great aren't in a bad position here though. They've done a really good job. They're in a great position. They're in a great position. Doggo, are they going to clear him? Samuel needs to clear him. He does. 3 guns on 4. 3 guns on 4. This is way closer than the last game. 3 guns on 3. Premo are up on cap. They are still up on hit points. It is even on guns. Even Steven has come down off the high perch. RH in the mouse. He's got the batch head on the left. They've got the win. They gave up a little bit of gun to get that second cap, and it proved to be worth it in the end because it just ground them under and carried them to victory. Great game. 2 brilliant games in a row. And we go through, after 2 maps, to a 2-all best of 7 series. Back to 0. Back to 0. Excellent work, Pincer. That was another heroic comeback. Really, really impressive. Juju, I got to do a lot of work after this, mate. So we're readying up. 3 games to go.
Juju, you notice he didn't say no.
This is a best of 3 series now, boys and girls. Excellent tanking. This is really, really cool tanking. I'm enjoying this immensely. This is some of the best tanking we've seen these 2 games. I know some of it has been a bit dry, a bit slow, but it's been very, very tactically sensible, and that makes me a happy human. I love watching games like this. We have Oasis Palms, boys and girls, and that will be our last Even Stevens, 1 getting a turn at each side map for the tiebreak. I'm not certain which map we have for the tiebreak. I'll have a look after this. The hit point buff versus armor buff thing is an argument that may go on for time immemorial. Basically, if you're in a tank that is going to get penned anyway, the hit point buff's probably the way to go. If you're in a tank that you don't think you're going to get penned and you've already got great armor like the mouse and you're not going to really get a lot of benefit out of it, a lot of people feel that the hit point buff's the go. But what if you bounce 1 shot with the armor? I mean, it's so close. All right, what do we got on the table here? We got a 2650 hit point buffed mouse, Nike versus the non-hit point buffed mouse of RH. They've both driven great guns in their mouses today. Let's see how they go. 2 Object 268s for the boys from Pincer. A solitary Object 268, that's Cobalt for the boys from Premo. Even Steven from Batchat in the Batchat, sorry. And he's out very, very early just looking for spots. He's spotted up though, so he's going to vacate the premises. Him and Clint Sillets exchange pleasantries. Hi, I'm Clint Sillets. Hi, I'm Even Steven. How you going? Hey, you drive the Batchat too? Yeah, I really like it. Great tank. A lot of fun. Nate the Great is at the back there, and you don't think he is looking for a little bit of Batchat. He'd be loading that HE right now. Give me a shot at Even Steven, he's saying. Just give me 1 shot. Let him poke out again. Cobalt doing the same thing. Let's see who's spotted on the board here, boys and girls. KS and Raikkonen. Now, they've obviously chosen the E5 for its hull down work here, but AJ Gamer, double IS4, that is a tough out. Like, this is double E5 versus double IS4. The gun handling on the E5 is amazing and all that, but still, even running heat, and they're not going to do anything without heat here on these IS4s, they are going to struggle to clear at ACAP. So that looks like a bit of a standoff right now. Even Steven sacrificed a bit of hit points there. Ooh, look at this. Object 268, FJ Blur. They're all spotted though. Nike spotted. Doggo, Jalari not, AJ Gamer. There's a big push coming out here. Look at this. Big push. They're hoping to catch Steven. He wants to be careful. He knows there's something going on here. He's only got Samuel for support. They've been caught out and isolated. Even Steven has to absolutely book this and hope he doesn't get HE shot. Oh, just dodges that one. Dodging, trying to stay alive. The IS-7 of Doggo Geddon's Cap C is into the trench. Is camo reset for Steven? It is. He is under. He is reset. They haven't got him. KS, Premo really bleeding hard here. They've been put to the rack, to the test. They've been put to the Inquisition. And these E5s on the flank, this was a bit of a novel idea. The IS4s, oh look. This is the push, this is the pump. AJ Gamer's about to get cleared. Can they clear Jalari without losing another tank? Cobalt's pushing in front of Samuel here so that they can clear Jalari. Samuel, they got, oh, big miss from Cobalt. They take out Samuel. They still haven't cleared Jalari. That IS4 has been tough as teak. They need to get one more in. Nate the Great can't poke because RH is currently overlooking. 4 on 5. RH is about to cop one. They're ignoring RH. They know the mouse doesn't have. Jalari clears Riken and now 3 on 5. Cobalt pushes around into Nate the Great, clears him. 3 on 4. RH, 3 on 2. It's just a numbers game. Absolutely brilliant tournament tanking. They cleared the mouse last. Look at Nike. Crosses over in front of RH, so there is literally nothing RH can do there. He can't get the tanks that he wants to get a hold of. Big HE shell into client sites. He's going to be the one they finish last, RH. Cobalt driving around and around and around. TJF Blur gets him. And now they're going to go to work on the gangster style on RH here. 4 on 1. Wow. Wow. Great push on that C-cap. But really, the IS4s were just too tough. It took a long time to clear those IS4s. Long time. So very good work there. RH held as long as he could, but not much you can do there. They basically let RH have all the shots he wanted, which is fair enough. That's standard tournament tactics. The guys from Premo did the same with Nike SB and the mouse. It's the lowest DPM tank that you're going to find there with pretty average gun handling. So if you're going to take your poison, that's the one you take it from. Now we have a crazy situation. Premo, the boys from Premo, Ireikenen's team, they are down to the absolute must-win, back against the wall stakes, 2-3 down versus Pincer here on Oasis Palms. If they don't win this game, done. Absolutely out of the running. Let's see how they go. Pincer's been asked the question. They have not had it all their own way at all. They have really had to fight hard for these wins. Premo have made them grind out a couple of tough ones, and they've lost a couple of tough ones. This has been brilliant back and forth from these two teams. They've both countered very well and then managed to gain the ascendancy again. I'm going to be interested to see what the tactics are here. Samuel, is he going to run that bat chat? No bat chats on Premo's side. They're going GPOP, IS7s and IS4s. That's a strat that GP used to run, a whole bunch of IS7s and just not bleed. Cobalt Swain, oh, he swapped out. Now he's swapping back to the Leopard. M48, 17 seconds to go. He's just playing silly buggers. Doesn't influence him at all. RH and the Gistar sitting there readied up in the middle just in case. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Righto. Here we go then. What are they going to do? They're not mucking around. This is big push through C-Cap. What are Pincer doing? They've set Nate the Great up at the back again in the 268. Look how popular the 268. It's absolutely monstrous. Hit point buff, IS4s from KS. Maverick running lower the trench. Now, this is a new one. We haven't seen that. They're trying to get spots on people crossing. There's a big presence out here. No one is contesting A. No one. TJF Blur is just going to get A all on his lonesome. Now, he seems pretty certain that they've all gone to the flank. AJ Gamer is in a spot of bother there, but he's got lots of support. Oh, he's pushed over in a really bad position. That was not a good idea. He has absolutely... I wonder if he... It looks like he's actually gone blink dead. I don't think so. No, he's turning his turret. It wasn't facing backwards. Cobalt now. Doggo get it. Low looking at KS. They've given him those 2 caps. They don't care. They really don't care. It's not about the caps. This is going to be a clearing tanks. Here comes a push. Here comes a push, baby. Here comes the push. This is legitimate old school tanking. No more fancy stuff. This is clear tanks or get wrecked. Nike, they're not even caring about him. Oh, big push there from... KS is backing up. He doesn't want to get rammed. You'll get bumped. Yeah, there you go. Another 150. They're trying to put shots into TJF Blur. These guys have just been rocked. Massive, massive, massive iron fist push right through the flank. You can have all the caps you want. We don't care. We're coming for your rabbits. Oh, massive, massive push. They had to win. You know how you make sure you win? You just 100% drive at the enemy in Russian tanks and focus fire. That's old school wolf pack tanking right there. We've seen an awful lot of subtlety from these two teams in the first 5 matches. Match number 6, not so much. The absolute, you know what? It was when TJF Blur drove to ACAP and there was nothing up. There was no one there. They should have known right then that that was because Premo were coming like a steam train over the horizon. Wow. That was old school. That was ID at Twister Cup New York. 7 tanks in a line. Let's go. Kind of play. Loved it. 3-3. And we have Supremacy map, Fort Despair. This is going to be the tiebreaker. Absolute tiebreaker. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, let's hit that like button, boys and girls. Tournament tanking time. Just going to collect a little bit of love here. I've really enjoyed this. This has been excellent stuff. Really impressive stuff from both sides. Sending a little bit of a message in Discord. Last one. Winner take all. This is for all the chocolate rations, boys and girls. Whoever comes out of this one with their head held high knows they've fought hard for it. This has been hammer and tong, back and forth. Busier than a Sunday school picnic. It has been brilliant tanking. Really lovely top-tier tournament tanking. Alliteration. It's a thing we love here at Bushka on Blitz. Iraikinen, Even Steven, Fishy, KS, Maverick, Samuel and Cobalt. Going up TJF Blur, AJ Gamer, Jalari, Plinsights, Doggo, Nike and Nate the Great. On Fort Despair, this is a must-win. Let's get ready to rumble. 333 people watching. Hot diggity McDog. Aha. I was wondering, I thought there might have been a disconnect, AK, because it looked like AJ was just kind of flying across the desert there. Here we go, though. That was a bit brutal. Yep. You get that on the big stuff. Cobalt is in the 183. This is going to be interesting. Way back in the day when Twister was Maverick firing one into the ground there, doing a bit of landscaping, does a lot of work in the off hours. Cobalt in the 183. There was a game to decide who went from Asia in the Twister Cup. And we had a 183 situated in the back here in this exact situation. Cobalt takes a big one out there, doesn't get the hit he was after. Maverick doing the spotting. Raikkonen takes a little bit of a HE shot there. I wonder if either of these teams is going to be aggressive, because let's be honest, this is high stakes tournament tanking. This is where the action is. If you don't win this one, you don't progress. You don't get to go through to the finals next week. Fishy from Premo and the IS4. They're holding the Twin Towers over here. This is a bit of a two-fort from the old Team Fortress days. Everyone, where are they? The mouse, double mouse. Look at that hit point pool. Nearly 16,000 hit points from the big pie-eating Germans. And they've nibbled away at the edges of the Premo boys as well. Just spamming HE at them. The E4s you can see there. Doggo and who else have we got? Nate the Great. They're using the hull down E4 American gun depression TD. Looking for shots. Firing HE. Haven't seen much movement. Now Cobalt's starting to push around. Pushing, pushing, pushing. The Russian is Russian. Now he's done a good job. Samuel's in an IS-7 out there that's isolated. This is very, very dangerous, because those are very low slung tanks. Now Cobalt can support him. He's moved up to support Samuel. If they push down this roll here and give side shots to Cobalt, he is absolutely zoomed in. He is 100% ready to roll. Let's see if we can spot that as it happens. 386. If he comes out sideways again, Cobalt's looking to put another shot in. Here he goes. Can he get that shot? Cobalt in the 183. They're not giving him easy shots. They must know he's there. There's a push coming on inside. TJF Blur not doing anything. Raikkonen, they're holding. They're going into C-cap. Raikkonen's in C-cap. Fishy's overlooking. Even Steven in C-cap. Can they drag this one back? Look at the angling. Look at the angling. Steven's angling. They're HE spamming, but they're not getting Raik. Raikkonen's desperately trying to hold on here. They're forced even Steven out. They're HE spamming Raik. They're not getting this cap, but they're bleeding just an inch at a time. Samuel is out here on the flank. Neither AJ or Clins has fallen for it. Cobalt's supporting. They're slowly bleeding out hit points, both teams, but no one can get the ascendancy. Steven's back in, trying to get this, and he's making him pay for it. TJF Blur, every time. Raikkonen now. Can he finally get this cap? They've done it. Huge move. Huge. Absolutely massive move. He's paid for it. Raikkonen's taken a flogging there, driving out. He is so low on hit points, but they're going to roll him all the way to the back and hide him. They're going to hide him all the way at the back. Samuel is still holding out here. This is brilliant. Premo now ahead. The ball is in the court of Pincer. They have no way around it. They have to push. They have to clear a tank. Oh, here they go. They are. They're saying, hey boys, we want C-cap back. TJF Blur's in there. They're HE spamming him. He's not going to get it easy. He's had to pull back. He can't afford it. There's 3 tanks there. If he stays in there, cops a couple more HE spams, he becomes an easy push and clear. On the far flank, Samuel and Cobalt are still playing their 2-on-2 game, their 2-man game. It's like an NBA game. They want to run a pick and roll. They're doing double coverage. They're trapping the box. B-cap is starting to look very interesting. B-cap is looking interesting. Fishy is moving across. Maverick's in trouble. Maverick's in trouble under B-cap. 449. Jalari's going to clear him if he's not careful. Maverick is angling for all he's worth. He's got nothing left in the hit point pool. He's going to give his last shot into the side of Nike, and he's cleared. Premo is still up. This is going to go down hard. Premo are so low on hit points. Pincer have played a very, very long bow. Nike SB is super low as well. They've got to get this 183 gun in. Fishy's low. Samuel is cleared. AJ Gamer's coming in, but this 183, there are one shots for it in the middle. They've cleared TJF Blur. Jalari wasn't the target he wanted. Pincer are going to roll this. They are coming hard. They've got too many hit points. They've got 2 guns extra. They're low, they're low, they're low. KS holding on. Even Steven. They're getting shots, but they're not the shots they want. They want to clear a tank. They have to clear a tank. They can't clear a tank. Big miss from Cobalt. It's over. It's over. This is Pincer's game. They held. They gave Premo their chin. They said, take your best shot. Premo did, and it wasn't a big enough shot. They came back, and they are going to win this one. And they are going to win it convincingly. And they're going to win it on the back of some absolutely glorious play and positional magic. And, mate, you know what? Premo deserve big credit there because they went down taking their biggest and baddest swing at it. Brilliant gameplay. Love it. Absolutely love it. Hats off both sides. A couple of notables. The Mouses really did do a good job. Nike SB and TJF Blur. We lost one mouse and the other one was low, but that didn't matter. They were the guys that were meant to be hit. They soaked those hit points up, and they were the only guys. They lost one mouse and the other guys, wow, just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Whew, just glorious. Really, really amazing tanking there. Very, very happy to have been a part of it. Round of applause for both teams. I know Premo will be bitterly disappointed. Absolutely bitterly disappointed. But you can't say that Pincer didn't play that 100% perfectly. I still think Premo would have won that 6th game on Oasis, but they gave it their best shot on that game on Despair. I'd love to talk to him, but I won't go up there just in case. I went up there before and Raikkonen was having a bit of a set to with the boys, so won't go up there and spoil it.
Okay.
Won't go up there and
That is
spoil
bad.
it. I don't know if I'm in the Pincer Discord. I've got every other bloody Discord under the sun. I'm trying to find out if I do have a Pincer Discord going on.
That is such bad form, guys. You shouldn't do.
Yeah, don't worry about it, JC. You're never gonna stop it. You just can't. No, can't stoppy. No, can't stoppy.
I just think it's disrespectful to their own clan to do that.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, well done, guys. Really, really appreciate it. I enjoyed that immensely. I think that was great tanking. Great work from both clans. Hats off. Very, very strong tanking, tournament tanking culture on the NA server. NA server, give yourself a pat on the back. That is 2 completely different clans. And we've seen 3 teams today that all know what they're doing. Punch, counter punch, lots of pushes, lots of edges gained, taken back, big pushes on flanks from Premo twice to clear and come back and even things up. Just enjoyed it immensely. Thank you everyone that watched. Congratulations to Rogen on the win. Congratulations to Pincer on that tournament victory there. Congratulations to Premo on a fantastic showing. I know Reich and the boys will probably be disappointed, but come see, come saw. Premo's won pretty much bloody everything in the known universe. There's still the final to come next week. I don't think I'll be commentating on that, which is a bit disappointing. I will be in New York. I will see if I can organise something like that and have it up on channel, but, you know, we'll have to see how it goes. Until next time, boys and girls, look after yourselves. And thanks, Johnny Soulslayer and JC Ware too, by the way. You guys are champions. Thanks very much.
You're welcome, mate. Anytime.
JC?
Love doing it.
Good stuff. Congratulations to the clans. That was good fighting, guys. It really was fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant work.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much for putting on a hell of a show. I mean, we had 400 people at the end there watching you guys, so you must be doing something right. Well done, Pincer. Well done, Premo. Probably the best, most fun NA tournament stream I've been involved with, actually. 7-game series, 3-3, and a decider. Can't get better than that. Look after yourselves.
We did have
yeah.
Bushka, hang on a second. We did have a pretty good conversation going about your commentary, and you were requested to commentate on making an omelet. I think I'd be a bit.
I could give it a go.
Yeah,
I could give it a go. Oh, look, he's cracked an egg. He loves it. He loves that familiar left, right action. He's got 4 fingers onto this one and a thumb. What a genius. He can do it. Egg cracking onto the side of the pan. Oh, look at the thing fly. Urgh. Oh, he's done the wrong thing. Not enough butter. Black on the bottom. Disgusted. The kid from Norway's out, and it looks like our Scandinavian buddy is going to be going home a little bit disappointed this time round at World of Tanks Omelets. Onwards and upwards. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. Until next time, look after yourselves. What, Johnny? Talk to me.
Give us the stormtroopers again.
Oh, okay, one more stormtroopers.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Let's upsize this one.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling. Get the chatter. You ain't talking money, then
And
you
then
I had a
I'll,
good time today. Got to watch a lot of good plays.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
I am in the Discord. Am I in the Discord of Pincer? I've got so many freaking Discords going. Where are they? Oh, I am too. Hang on one sec. Wait. I'll duck down here. I might interview one of them. I might get an interview going on. Here we go. I'm down here. Hello. I'm down here, guys. Woohoo. Guys.
Hey Bushka, how's it
Hey,
going? Can you hear me?
I've got to have push
Wait,
to
I have
talk.
One moment.
Oh. He's going to change the channel settings. It's got push to talk enabled. And I don't have push to talk enabled. This is great. Oh, TJF, come on, dude. You got me?
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I
You're
got
right.
you now. I apologize.
Awesome. That was a great,
Thank you,
great
Bushka.
series, dude. Oh,
Thank you, man.
what a...
It was intense. It was just absolutely incredible games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man.
That last one too. That was really well played. Like you guys kept resetting that cap, and they were just bleeding a little, and they finally got C. And I was waiting as Reich withdrew. I wasn't sure if your E4 was going to get him. Was that you on the E4 or was that Nate?
No, Nate was actually playing the E3.
E3.
He was manning the E3. Yeah. I was in the mouse.
That's right.
Holding C.
You and Nike.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
then
that's right.
I saw you and even Steven kept going back and forth, and man,
Yeah.
it was so close. All those games were just really good counter punch games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. The one game that was pretty heartbreaking was on the second game on Oasis Palms, 2 of my guys disconnected at the same time. I don't know if you saw that, but
if you're in the stream, you can hear me say, I'm not sure if AJ Gamer's AFK because he's just driven straight through over the dune.
Yeah.
Brutal stuff.
Yeah. It was
set up
rough.
a good finish, mate. Set up a great finish.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So where to now for you guys after that?
Well, we're into the final now, and we're gonna either play Irake's team again, or we're gonna play Scumbag Juju's team. But I mean, it's been an incredible journey for us. We created this tournament team a week before this professionals tournament started. And, we just kind of reached out to the active players in the clan, and we just sort of cobbled together a team, and we're like, all right, we're going to give it our best shot. And no one in their wildest dreams, me by far never expected that we would be in the final against Pramo and beating them. It's surreal. It's a surreal moment for myself and my team. It's incredible.
Well done, man. You absolutely deserve it. And who's the caller then? You're running the calling?
Yes, I'm the caller for the team.
Talk me through how frustrating must it be as a tournament player now, because we all saw Pramo do that grill thing on Naval Frontier, and now everyone's doing that. And how frustrating must it be for you guys knowing that whoever's in that spawn just has this massive advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was when we had that spawn, I mean, we just devastated them because you have just the elevation and the distance, and there's very few spots on that map you can hide.
Yes,
the TD just it looks over
the
all
A-cap
the
and he's in an IS-7 and he's hull down and he's like, I got this, and then next thing, bang, and he knows where it's coming from, but he just can't do anything about it. You must and you're sitting up there at a 268. You're the caller, and I like how you give yourself that spot. You're like, I'm going to give myself the best spot on the map.
Well, I have to say it's a great spot to call from because when you're a caller, the ideal spot. Yeah, think about it, because you have the map just laid out below you, and I mean you can just sit up there with your camo net on. No one's going to see you, and you can just I'm able to micromanage my team, move the chess pieces, and it's great. It's a win-win, not only for hurting the enemy tanks, but it's the perfect spot to kind of manage your whole lineup. It's a very, very OP spot.
And mate, one of my favorite parts of the whole tournament series today after that was actually where you were on the you got hit a couple of times from even Steven at the top, and you pull back in your IS-4, and RH went all mobile in the mouse and drove the freaking thing up the hill, and I'm like, he's gonna pop, and he's like gone all medium on you and popped over the top and drilled it. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. That's like the most I've ever seen that bloke drive anywhere in a tournament.
Well, yeah, it shocked me. I thought I was going to be able to. I drove into a bad spot, but then I thought I would be able to.
Who expected that? Who expected
no one.
The mouse
saw
to
the
do
mouse
that?
pop up.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, I got to give credit to RH. I mean, it was an intelligent move from him.
Riken will probably take credit for it, mate. He'll say he set him up there.
They both deserve credit. And look, before we go on before we go on further, I have to say, just great games to Pramo. They've been incredible sports through the games that we've played them in the group stage, and then the games now. I mean, they were fantastic opponents. It was great. There was no harsh blood or anything, and I have to say they deserve massive credit for the games that they played as well. They're a fantastic team, and it's an honor to just play against them, let alone
you guys must like are you aware there's such a strong tournament feeling on NA now? There's so many people who are really switched into the tournament stuff.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I think the time where there's only going to be one or two clans dominating the competitive scene on NA, I think that time has moved on. These tournaments have just they've given the Wargaming have given the opportunity for teams like myself to just rise up just from nowhere and be able to compete with the best, and hopefully we'll become the best. That's our ultimate goal.
Totally. But, now, talk to me about playing and actually grinding your team and moving it forward. Talk to me about that. How do you feel about your team now? Like, how do you feel about your chances going forward?
I mean, I feel fantastic. I think the most important thing for a tournament team is to have a chemistry between the players. Chemistry between the caller and the players, and that's one of the things that I was most doubtful of, because I know that my team has individual skill, but in tournaments, how you perform in just random matches means nothing to how you perform in tournaments. And so I would say to any tournament team that's, you know, looking to become competitive, that's looking to, you know, do well together, the number one thing is you just got to put in the time and the practice. You know, we've spent over this 2-month period, we've probably spent just tens of hours in training rooms, just over and over and over again, going over strats, going over communication. And it's just really, practice really does make perfect. And that's what I can attribute our success to. You know, I am by far not the best caller or anything like that, but it's just, you know, the time that we put in has reaped massive rewards. And, you know, that's what I can accredit our success to.
Have you got any strat changes coming, or what do you think? You're going to change anything? Everyone's seeing this stuff now, man. Everyone knows where you're at.
Well, that's
welcome to the big leagues. Everyone's going to get a look at this.
And, you know, in a bit of a, you know, tongue-in-cheek, it's actually, I watched you when you streamed the Premo v Premo game a couple weeks ago, and it was via your stream that I found out about that TV spot on the map.
I bet you're right.
So,
Stoked for that.
I gotta give you credit. It was, you know, I picked up that little piece of, that little pearl of wisdom, and it came off big time. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, and this is my co-caller, Nate. He does a lot of the calling with me. He was the guy in the E3 on Fourth Despair.
Yeah.
How you going, Nate? Doing well?
Yep, doing great, thanks.
Excellent, excellent. Now, what maps have you got good strats for coming up? Like, because you're going to have all kinds of stuff popping. Have you changed things if you've rolled forward, or because you're going to like you would have played these promo guys before, so you would have got a look at what you've been doing previously. You're going to have to work very, very hard to actually turn up with something fresh.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and I think it kind of comes down to really, like, you really want to set a side of the map that you want to, like, to either have focused or, like, locked, and then you can start to rotate tanks in and, like, sort of guesstimate where you think someone's going to go. That's what it comes down to. So, like, not be so robotic and, like, unflexible. That's what Mo's team does best, is they're really good at, like being ready to move. And that's what we try to emulate.
Yeah, they do. And Mo's a hell of a caller like that. He's very, very good at getting him to flex. And I totally agree with that. Now, you guys were 100% on that ticket as well today, because you were right up against it a couple of times when they didn't just give it to you. They totally turned it around and had a massive crack at you. And yet you came away solid, you know? You came away solid. What was that like when they put was it tension? Did you freak out? Was it just...
Well, just to go back to Despair, we've had that situation a lot. And I've noticed that if you take the E3 out, they just move around and just you just drive around in a circle and they just wipe you out. So that one was just kind of experience. Most of them are just, after a while playing through this tournament, we started to realize what a certain lineup is going to do and where certain tanks are going to go.
Yeah. And yeah, just to Nate's point, you know, I mean, I think the way that the competitive scene is evolving is that, you know, rotation mid-game, reactive strats, as we call them, is really the key for success. Because, you know, I think we've evolved to the point where it's like you pinpoint on a map 7 places where 7 tanks go, and then you just sort of hold. Like, you know, it's the in-game rotation. It's moving tanks to where enemies don't expect. That's what catches people off guard. And so, you know, in certain ways, to your point, it is difficult having people see how we rotate and having to, you know, adjust to keep our strats fresh. But in another way, you know, every game is different. Every enemy team lines up different, and we have mobile enough tanks that we can move them around on the map that the enemy will hopefully be kept guessing.
One of the great things that you guys do, though, you don't run a lot of 183s or anything like that, but you do run a lot of those Object 268s. So I was expecting to see that. I was actually surprised that you ran those American TDs on that Fort Despair map. Talk me through that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'll probably let Nate explain it because he's kind of our TD maestro. He's the one that puts in the time, figures out the TD spots. But yeah, take it over, Nate.
Well, to go to the 183 thing, the 268's gun is elite. Like it is so good. I just like I don't like the dirt with the 183, but to the E3, I noticed like a lot of the Pramos boys, like their idea was to set an IS-4 up there and then like pull him out and have him like go wherever. But I like the E3 up there better because it's just like this big brick that just doesn't take any damage at all. Like even heat rounds just somehow bounce.
How did you feel when I called it the worst tier 10 tank?
I actually was really offended.
You're not the only one.
Because, no, I want to say this because I remember the day when you said it was a great tank to play when you were raging. You could just drive it at somebody and just like kill them all.
That used to be the way, but it just keeps getting penned now.
It's not anymore. I'm still living in that fantasy world where it's just like the best thing to play, and I haven't come to terms with it yet. So,
yeah. Well, in fact, you know the spot on Naval Frontier where we put the 268 up there.
Yeah.
We had to talk Nate. He wanted to put an E3 up there. We had to say, calm down.
Okay, I had a good reason. It didn't work at all.
No, but you know, I have to say, you know, in many ways, you are absolutely right about the E3 being bad because it's so easy to get flanked by mediums. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
But where the E3 excels is if it's able to go hull down, hide the lower plate, and if it's up against heavies, the E3 just eats heavies, it eats them alive because the heavies aren't fast enough to flank it. So if an E3 is hull down against a Mouse or an IS-4 or an IS-7, they can't get around it, and they can't pen its frontal armor, and then it'll just bully them. And that's why maps like Despair, which are close, and teams run a lot of heavies, it's a perfect hunting ground for the E3.
Yeah, plus in that spot, the 150 mil gun is great to just HE splash some heavies that are like dug down in front of you. You can just dig them out pretty easy with that big gun.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. What about that last game on Fort Despair where you guys were on the flank? You had two guys pushing. Were you sure that Cobalt was looking down that flank with the 183?
Oh, we knew it. I had to tell my guys just easy because you know if you see a 183,
if you watch that back, you're gonna see how close they were to getting deleted. It was very, very close.
Well, hey, then you know if they obviously avoided being deleted, and they deserve massive credit for it. You know they put their skill to work, and you know it was all about the rotation as well because you know we moved tanks around to that outside flank when we saw that the IS-7 was kind of isolated, and you know they were able to push on him without getting monstrously just deleted by the 183, and you know
it was really good. Like it got to the point where they had to move. You know there was no choice. So
yeah. And I mean that was all of the games. It all came. They were all knife edge games.
Except for the disconnect game right before. That was aggravating.
That was hard to take, but every other game,
you guys absolutely won it fair and square. There's no two ways around it. I was really surprised that they ran E5s on Oasis against the double IS-4 thing. I didn't expect that at all. I really didn't expect that.
Well, and the funny thing is you know E5s usually when you see them on the enemy team, you expect them to be used as kind of pseudo mediums. So we were expecting them to push through the dunes. Yeah. But when we saw them get spotted by ACAP, we were like, this is bizarre. Because the E5, it just can't match an IS-4 armor profile.
It is,
and
I say that on the stream. Like there's even with the E5, it's got a great gun and all that, but all it's going to see is that bugger off Soviet turret. Like there's no way.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I didn't get why they did that. I don't know. Like to me, it was like they pushed them around the corner, and then their soft underbellies were showing their sides too, and it was like, you could have done it better in IS-4. I mean, I don't know what the idea was behind it. I don't know their strap, but it was just strange from my point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, guys. Look, hats off, great work. Go and gear up.
Man.
Do a bit of face slapping in the dressing sheds before the next one. Get really pumped up. And who's the wild man on the team? Who's the wild man? Who carries on the pork chop during the game? Like who loses their shit?
Jalari.
Yeah, Gilleri.
Coach Gilleri, no question.
You know I call him Legeri,
sure.
don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Legeri.
Legeri. Maybe we'll have to make that nickname stick.
Yeah,
I'll make
make
him
it
change
stick,
his
baby.
name.
Make it stick. Ruin his life. Thanks very much. I'm going to go and have a chat to the Raikkonen now, see how he's going. And thanks very much for talking. I loved it, guys. Great tournament. Really good fun stream, that last one. I enjoyed it a lot. So congratulations. And
Thank you, mate.
rock on. See you, boys.
Nice to meet you. Have a good one,
Au revoir.
talking to you.
Getting Raikkonen on the phone now, boys and girls. Oh, geez, look at this. Bushka Central bringing you your esports superstars. Bit of a heartthrob, this kid. Be nice to him. He's just lost a big game. Come on. Come on, Raikkonen. Pick up. Come on, amigo. Pick it up. Raikkonen, are you there? Amigo. Amigos, Peter Sampras means you'll always be my friend. Maybe he's in promo voice. He is, he's in promo voice. Hang on, he's a lot of them in promo voice. Raik, are you there? I cannot hear you. Hang on, I'm leaving the call. I'm down in some other room, Raikkonen.
No, but listen.
So,
where has he gone? This Raikkonen kid. Meanwhile, you can see me over here playing the Jageroo quite aggressively. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Raik.
hello,
Mate,
hello.
fresh from the dressing sheds. You've had your massage down. You probably had a bit of a chat with the kids. Talked them through what's going wrong. Tell me, how do you feel?
I think we're okay with things. It's not the result that we wanted. But you know, at the end of the day, we're in charge of our place that we came in, and so I don't think we have anyone else to blame but ourselves. I think we played fairly well the whole time, but just mistakes added up, and it kind of led to us being in our spot that we are right now. So, you know, certainly things that we needed to learn from, and I don't think we made the adjustments quick enough. And it is what it is. You know, this tournament, I've said to everyone, is strictly a bonus. Wargaming did not do this last year. The fact that this is even happening is quite cool. It's been an intense month. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
It's been really, really tough. Because I think a lot of the times that we played games, we ran into it thinking like, okay, you know, this one won't be quite as serious. And like, we lost our first set to Pincer because we didn't warm up right, and we didn't really think it was, you know, as hard as some of the other teams, and they beat us 3-1. I mean, it goes to show that you shouldn't underestimate people. And that's kind of a rookie mistake for a team like us at this point. But, you know, it is what it is. Pincer played excellently tonight. I think it should be a really good final. When it comes down to it, we're going to play Mo's team on Saturday. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yep.
They've had an unbelievable stretch to get to here too. I mean, realistically, I think they have 13 or 14 wins and like 3 losses. So they're on fire. So it'll be tough to beat them for sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
You've got to be like, I mean, you didn't get the win tonight, but mate, you were right next to it. You know, you did everything but get the win tonight.
Yeah, it's the story of this tournament. I mean, we have 2 set wins that were lost by one-shot tanks on the enemy team being bounce kill shots. The third game against Void, actually. Fishy had a 268 that he was using, and he bounced a kill shot on an IS-4 with like 10 seconds left. The IS-4 lived, he didn't reload, and we were up on cap, and I got stuck by C-cap, the weird mound on the north side. I was stuck in between like a mouse shooting me from behind and an E4 pushing me from the right side, so there wasn't really anywhere I could go. Ironically enough, the same thing kind of happened at the same exact spot. Just this time I was stuck on the building, but yeah, just, you know, we bounced a shot there. We bounced a shot in one of the other games in the first round robin bracket. And then there were a couple of games where if we probably pushed 10 seconds earlier, we would have been fine. So it's just ever so slightly off. And, you know, it is what it is. It's stuff to learn from. And
I mean, you guys, that last
thing.
game, right? You guys, it was so close. Like, it was execution, I guess.
I've heard a couple of things about what would have helped to really ensure the win for that. I haven't had time to go back and watch, and
yeah,
you know, if it's another kill shot that bounced, you know, it's par for the course right now. But
there is, I think, a lot of it, mate, is the fact that plans like Pincer and that, they're paying attention to promo, and you guys have to really rethink strats every single game now. Like, there's no, it doesn't seem like there's anything easy.
No, it's not. And it's, what they're doing is really smart. I know Pramo is always looked at as the quote unquote higher skill clans and stuff like that. And what's happening, I think, too, is the maps. The maps are evolving to the point where if it's not a hard push, it's and it's really quite hard. When, like, the Canal map, for example, the big part of Canal is, do you cap AB before they cap CD?
Yeah, totally.
You know, if so, great. If not, you're, you know, you have to think of something really quickly. And
so
otherwise,
I thought that strat,
you know,
was brilliant. Your Canal strat the second time out was a much answer me something, because I remember, like, there was a game in Vegas where this happened, where you were so close and you basically on Canal held it right till the end, and then just did a big push on one tank and cleared him as the line as you finished. So you got to 1,000 on cap points.
Oh yeah. I think Fish our 268 dive bombed someone, right?
Yeah, but the thing I'm talking about here is so I thought what you guys might have done on that, instead of the strat you used, was to actually kind of wait just until towards the end of the match and then try and run your clippers at one tank and clear it, and then just win by that, you know. But
it's really tough though, because it's not necessarily like it's certainly an idea.
Yeah.
But you don't know where everything is. It's hard to play against, you know, 6 unspotted tanks.
Yeah.
DMG actually said the same thing in the qualifying rounds. It's really hard on these maps like Castilla, like Canal, when you split AD, when you split Fort Despair like this. It's just, you know that tanks are in certain spots, but you can't see them. And so, you know, you want to push, but you're so hesitant, because you know the second that you do,
I'll punish you.
You're just going to get destroyed. Like,
yeah,
no. Like, you can't push over the top on dead rail, obviously, because you'll get nuked from 3 different tank destroyers and stuff like that. So, it's quite frustrating, I think, at times, because, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I think it somewhat dumbs down tactics. It's more campy. It's more heavy spam. It's more hold and try to HE splash them to death kind of thing. I think the map selection isn't diverse enough for this series. I would have preferred to see like Middleburg come into play, or Vineyards and some other stuff like that. I think a lot of the maps that were
Vineyards, like, so I think it's a fantastic tournament.
You know, it's a funny point, right? Because when we were in Minsk together for Twister 2, that was a map that C4 wanted, I believe, but they also said no to, and I don't know what happened after that, but obviously they ended up playing the map. It was either that one or Middleburg, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is just it's really passive. You know, tanks can be anywhere, tanks can be everywhere. It seems so big because it's so open, but at the same time, because of the hills and the bridges and the buildings, it's not all that open. Certain places you feel like you don't have any shots, and then all of a sudden a couple tanks move around and you can't shoot enough. It's kind of odd in that sense.
It doesn't seem to be. It never really seems to be boring. It always seems to be.
No, and that's
so many
I think
ways to make
the reason
mistakes
for
on
it
that
is,
map.
you know, I've seen a lot of concentration around like the encounter cap, or you'll see people push ruins, or you'll see people push encounter and town, or other teams are just super passive, or you know, like there's all things that you can do. There's a couple of people that have mentioned it before too, that Vineyards is a map that you can use any tank type and they're all useful.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting in that sense because it's 100% true. You can use a bat chat to spot up by like the ACAP, for example, and extend view range into ruins. You know, you can use TDs from the church and from ruins and stuff like that. You can use hold down IS-7s and 4s at encounter. You can play super heavy Germans in the town. Pretty much everything has its place, and I think that makes it good for the game because you can really diversify your tank lineup, and it allows for other teams and clans to be, you know, a lot more creative. And so you see things that are very different to what you would do, and all of a sudden it's a scramble to, okay, well, crap, how do we react to this? So it's quite interesting, but honestly, I'm quite surprised. Himmelsdorf is not in the queue for this at all.
Yeah, that'd be nice as well. Oh, there's something I do want to ask you, something I was really keen to find out about. What was the idea with the 2 E5s on Oasis Palms?
So the E5, with its current buffs and everything, it's just really good at working ridge lines. And so the heat spam as well with, you know, Cali shells puts it up to like 374 pen.
Yeah, massive.
You can butter almost any tank. So typically we run that ridge line at A with E5s, or 1 E5, 1 IS4, or 1 E5, 1 215. We've tried it all. Just because, you know, anything with over 6 degrees can pretty much work that, no problem.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the idea. They rotated really well out of desert to get to us, and I just felt like we couldn't.
They did that in a couple of games really well.
We just couldn't push fast enough, kill enough to get through it. The 268 that they had on the north world border was crazy effective, and we just had nothing to get to it. So we just heard that, you know, there's 3 tanks in the desert for sure. There's 3 tanks out there, and so our first thought was, okay, we'll pull the fast tanks in, get our 268 in, and let them cap C. And the way that C works is that it sits down in a ridge between the 2 dunes, so they shouldn't have any shots. At the very worst, it's a 7-on-6.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know if it's execution or timing, or, you know, they just played better. And I mean, the score reflects that they did. But
whitewash. It was
no.
but...
It was really close. I know the finale to that didn't end as close as what it seemed like, but yeah.
I knew watching that you guys were in strife, just because I was really worried about you coming out of that C cap because I could see all the tanks. And you had to get that C cap though, didn't you? You didn't have a choice.
Yeah. The worry that we had too was, can we push C and grab it before they cap A? Because the other thing is capping B. I guess if they were smart, and they went for B first and then A afterwards. And there's a bunch of maps that you can do that on. Desert Sands, which is also missing from this. If you cap B and you already have possession of town, you can cap C whenever you'd like.
Yeah.
Mayan Ruins, same thing. If it's split between the mountains and the valley, Dead Rail, same thing.
Yep.
I would argue even the same thing for Naval Frontier. I feel like you can get it. You can almost get it from either side. But there's a bunch of maps though where if you focus on the middle cap first, and the enemies on the opposite side is where you're looking to go for your second cap, you're clear. You'll be up 2 caps, no problem. So I think the biggest thing was, can we get C quick enough to the point where we buy ourselves just a little bit more time?
It was such a good game, mate, because it really did get very, very close. Last one, I know it's tough, but you've got to move on. You've got to keep going. You got to turn up and fine tune. You're gonna have. I want to ask something else first. This is something I really
AHOY Bushka.
I find fascinating. New Naval Frontier now. Everyone knows about that spot because obviously it was on stream, so everyone saw you doing it. And now everyone's up there. How does someone come up with a strat to stop that overlook from that spawn? Like, what do you do?
So the weird thing is you can get A cap and you can get C cap and you can get B cap regardless of it, but only if you're fast to A. That spot can completely, nail shots all day long on A cap, and I think I got drilled twice just because the first time I thought he was honestly peeking through the bush on the bottom, and I didn't even think about it. And then the second time I was like, oh crap, okay, he's up there. And so I think I speed boosted out of there as quick as possible, but it's really tough. As far as countering is concerned, I mean, if you get dug in at B and C, like, I don't think it's all that effective. And once it's up there, like, you have to kind of worry about how you get down, in a sense too. Like, you obviously don't want to take any fall damage by slamming into the ground too fast. But I think if you can fast cap A and just potentially lose all your presence at A and rotate around in cap C, if you can keep A long enough, I think you just bully them off of C cap and you just stay in places where that spot just can't shoot.
There's a shot. There's not many of them because there's a shot. I think it was Mav was crossing to get below B cap, and I was calling it on the stream. I'm
through the channel.
Mav's over angled here. I hope that FJ can't hit him, and sure enough, that freaking 268 gun with that AP pen at that range hits him for like 660. Oh, it was just rough as guts. Like, that spot is so strong. I wonder if they'll nerf it for tournaments.
I feel like everyone's 150 plus millimeter gun was high rolling tonight against us. I got blasted by, I think I got hit from an E4 or an E3 for like 740 or something like that. Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
No, it's a good spot. I mean, in a sense, like, I'm quite happy to not play Naval for a long time. I think realistically, once this tournament's done, I imagine most of these teams will probably take a break and relax a little bit before kind of coming back to things, weeks down the road and just saying, okay, clearly everyone's onto this. How can we move on? We obviously didn't pioneer the spot. Our friends from EU taught us it, and I'm sure either they learned from RU or they learned at the same time. But it'll be weird because I think you will stop using that spot in a couple months. I think teams will learn to not go in certain places because of where that is. In the same way that you can look at Fort Despair is a great example. Like, you don't see people in between A and B caps at all because your first thought is there's a 268 E4 183, and if I poke the wrong way, you're going to get destroyed. It's kind of funny to think about it. When I first came into comp, like, it was 5 140s and 2 IS7s for every map. Everyone to left, everyone to the right side, and then heavies took over when the penetration nerf hit the mediums, and then right now it seems like, you know, even though they're just in the back, but they're unspotted, TDs kind of rule certain maps. You see it a lot in like Port Bay and
especially
Castilla.
the 268s, their time has really come.
I mean, yeah, but like they were even worse before. Like, holy crap, when they first buffed those things, I mean, our dead rail strat, we could not use or Desert Sands actually. We sometimes played with the idea of not bothering to have them snipe from the rails. Just bring them in right away. Because that tank could traverse. It was fast enough. The reload was a second faster. You could just out-brawl medium. There's a glorious game, actually, we played on Oasis, where our 2.268s out-brawled 2 medium tanks. I forget who it was against, and I don't mean anything by it, but like that was broken, just the sheer power.
Talk to me, because I got to go quickly.
Sure. Yeah.
What next, mate? What do you do next before the kickoff of the next part of the tournament?
I think we spend, you know, the next day or so reflecting and just seeing, you know, what kind of went wrong, rewatching the videos, maybe even just rewatching them as a group and saying like, okay, clearly this strat's out, and stuff like that. Recently, we've started developing a much tighter bond with the other Pramo team. There's been a lot of stuff that kind of forces camaraderie and stuff like that. So I think regardless of the game on Saturday, we'll probably spend a good fair amount of time scrimmaging each other set up for the finale. Just because we obviously can't meet the finale together. So who better to play against than, you know, another team that is of pretty equal caliber. And I think we just help each other. So that way, whoever goes through, you know, first and foremost, congratulations to whoever wins. Both teams have definitely earned the spot, but, you know, we'll see what happens on Saturday. But either way, they'll be as prepared as possible. So, hopefully good matchups. Historically, I know what the scoreboard says, but it's still Pramo, and, you know, it's Watt Blitz in the same way that we couldn't have a 268 pen and IS4. You never know.
Now, mate, I'm going to be away in New York. I'm heading off to the States on Friday, so I don't know if I'm going to call a tournament, but you never know. We'll see how we go.
Are you going to New York City?
Yeah, I'm going to go see a ball game. I'm going to go do all kinds of things. It's going to be great fun.
Oh boy. Okay. You'll have to let me know what game you're going to. My Red Sox are absolutely on fire so far. Super excited.
I know you're mad for it, Rockinen. All right, mate.
13-2.
13-2. My Spurs are not. Thanks very much, mate, for coming and have a chat. Bad luck. No problem. Commiserations. I hope things certainly pick up for you, and you guys have a good old time. And there's plenty more tournaments coming, baby. There's plenty more stuff in the sea. You can have a lot of time to ruminate and, you know, get better. Go back and rebuild the machine.
Again, you know, this is always a bonus to us. This is a tournament that we didn't have ever leading up until this year. So, you know, whatever we get out of it is great. And as always, the goal with our clan in general is the big one, the offline. So that's going to be what we grab our attention to. And, you know, this is just a little bit of a tune-up and a little bit of fun.
Yep. Thanks very much, Rock. Rock on, buddy.
All right, take care.
Take care. We heard it here first, ladies and girls, ladies and boys. That from Raikkonen, Pincer before it, and a lot of me playing the Jagdpanzer E100 very, very poorly in between. I hope you enjoyed that. I've had a great time. I'm absolutely wrecked, though, and I'm going to go and have a cup of tea, a lie down, and a sandwich, and try and rebuild my waning stamina. Look after yourselves. Stay safe in the battlefield. Smash that damn like button. Subscribe. Be friendly. Be nice to your dog. Be nice to your mum. Be nice to your dad. Be nice to your brother and your sister, etc., etc., etc. Bye for now. Till next time. Bye.